Dr. Gaster, I'll try not to frown. Dr. Gaster, I must flag you down. There was only one of you until you split the world in two. Our tears fell to the floor when you were gone. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back to your tombstone. The ceiling stars I wish upon for Dr. Gaster. Dr. Gaster, through oceans of time. Dr. Gaster, please know we're both fine. Dr. Gaster, I'm glad you've become. Dr. Gaster, you left us undone. There was only one of you until you split the world in two. Our tears fell to the floor when you were gone. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back to your tombstone. The ceiling stars I wish upon. Dr. Gaster, I'm frozen inside. Dr. Gaster, way down in my mind. Dr. Gaster, you left us behind. Dr. Gaster, you were destroyed by your pride. There was only one of you until you split the world in two. Our tears fell to the floor when you were gone. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back through your tombstone. The ceiling stars I wish upon. There was only one of you until you split the world in two. Our tears fell to the floor when you were gone. Feeling frozen to the bone, we must go back through your tombstone. The ceiling stars I wish upon for Dr. Gaster.
All right, hello there, everyone. What's the name of this song? This is Dr. Gaster by Shadro. It's like 10 years old, but I recently remembered of its existence, and I realized that it fit pretty well with the character that I'm playing. All right, I want to quickly, before I go into it, I want to quickly address something real quick. I've seen a lot of people, and with a lot of people I mean like two, but you know it ends up on my timeline. So I've seen a couple people wonder what the fuck it is that I'm doing on this server, which I mean that's so fucking fair. You know, Bliss lore is usually done in an entirely different format than how I do it. But just for complete clarification, the stuff that I'm doing, like the real Jesus Christ, I choked on my own words. The relapse test with Silva and the overall reason that my character or participant 32 is here is entirely separate from like the Bliss experiment. Right? Like Bliss SMP in of itself is an experiment done by the Prophet. I'm not. I'm a guest, bro. I don't even write anything for this server. So, yeah, I saw a couple of people. Those two are separate things. So the stuff that I do is mostly, not entirely, but mostly focused on taking a Bliss SMP member, because the fuckers barely upload. No offense, I don't upload either. Putting them on the server and forcing them to have a conversation with me, where I kind of deep into their psyche and how they function and who they are, stuff like that. So that I give the community a deeper dive into the quote-unquote characters, but more like the arcs that the people on Bliss have gone through. Because again, not all of them upload as much, so I'm just talking to them. That's not all of the lore that I'm doing on the server. There's definitely an overarching story, which is the majority of it is the relapse test with Silva, but that's two parts of the same thing. And what a majority of the Bliss members will probably be here for, or Bliss viewers, sorry, will be here for, is the character conversations. So, having had that out of the way, that disclaimer's done. I'm gonna quickly make sure that I have this ready. Having that done, I'm gonna officially start the stream now, and we're just gonna act as if I went from the starting Zoom screen to the gameplay screen in one sitting without any interruption or anything like that. Cool? Cool. Awesome. All right. Anyway, let us begin. Well, good morning to me. Jesus. Oh, do I have chat turned off? I have chat turned off. Why? Hi. So, what is good, Yusai? What's Yusai up to today? Oh, nothing. Just mining. Oh. Good luck. Netherite. Oh, okay. The F tier hunter is on my tail. Okay, well, I have some time to kill, I believe. Fuck. Do I have that little rockets left? What? Holy shit, everyone's logging on. Do I have that little rockets left? Really? Didn't I make like a bunch of them? Ladies, the Vivo is on. Well, you gotta love Nem, right? 3. Oh, no, I have the stack of... Wow, I am blind. Oh, that should be my fucking... That should be what I'm looking into. How absolutely blind I am. You have a stay. Sorry, I only saw the 14 in here. I didn't see this. I don't know why I wasn't looking at my hotbar. What I am running out of, though, is golden carrots. So I will have to see if I can get some more of those before I get out. Otherwise, I will look like the poorest motherfucker around town. Boom, boom. So you guys are already here. I just arrived. How the hell are you all already waiting on me? That's tight. That's terrifying. You guys are kind of turning into stalkers, guys. I'm not sure if we can. Not sure if this is a very healthy relationship anymore. Oh, no! I missed them already. Q, come on. Surely you left me. Throw me a bone here. Surely you left me something I could use. I haven't done the villagers yet. Well, this sucks. Oh my god. Bingo card. Jesus Christ. Okay. I can see why other variants of me might have been a little bit more what is it? Reluctant to the whole people watching you thing. I can understand it now. I literally just need golden carrots. Did Q not leave me anything? I'm entirely out of... Oh, damn it. I was hoping I could... Because he cured his own villagers, which, I mean, it's his right? Like, I can't complain, but... But because of all of the cured fucking villagers, there's no... I can't do trades. I need emeralds to trade for glass, and I don't have any. I mean, I guess, wait, is this... Oh, this isn't enough to make paints, is it? You need 6, yeah. Wait, there was a lot of bottles. Maybe I could sell those to, like, a cleric or something. You only have 1 cleric? Q? What? How is I mean, to be fair, I guess you're only 1 person. Oh, right, infinite restock. Fuck. That's really unfortunate. Okay, is there anything else I could trade for some emeralds here? Anything, really. It'll do. Books? I mean, here's some books. Here's some books. I just need a bit. Like, a couple of them is fine. Thank you. That will do for now. And then he cured the farmer, right? Yeah, he did. Okay. And then I can turn it into glass, and then turn that into paints, and then sell it to this guy. Oh my god, that is so loud. I'm so sorry. I apologize. All right, well, it ain't much, but it is honest work. I'm gonna have to repeat that a little bit, I think. Hold up. You don't get stream snipe proficiency? You don't, I'm sorry, Nem. Oh, hi, Nem. Sorry, you guys are... This might be a little loud. What is this noise on? No, that's normal. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to repeat this, don't I? Because otherwise... Oh, that's less than it was before, I think. Was it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know. No, it's not. It was more. Okay, good. Whew. I got worried there. Yes. Infinite money. Holy shit, that was such an insane increase. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I'll separate some of these here. And then with these, I'll buy glass. No, okay, well, fine, whatever, here. Buy a bit of glass. Give me, like, a stack. There you go. Cool. I'll put that in, like, a chest over here. Cool. And then I can use these for now to buy some food. There we go. Oh my god, look at me investing in the future. God. Who's bad at investing now? Parents. Strength. I don't have any speed on me. Wow, I am a walking fucking time bomb. Do I have any left? Or am I just out? I might just be out. After my brawl with Nebula that Benji had to save me in. I might just have nothing. I know I have more pearls that I could grab, to be fair. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Sorry, wait, are you fighting? No, but I just want to have something in me, on my inventory. Dude, the music that I'm playing started to, like, the drums in the background started to exactly mimic the noise that, like, some footsteps on certain planks in this game were. So I thought for a second there was someone above me. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. You've got so many strength pots. I mean, I can make my own. I'm not that much of a Nepo baby. I can make my own pots of speed. It ain't that bad just yet. We're not that trenches, guys. Bye, Neb. Oh, wait, I need... I'm gonna need some shits. Any form of blaze rods. I should have still, yeah. I should have? Wow, okay. There we are. Oop. Nebula plays like she has 5 kids to feed. Yeah, unfortunately, as I'm like a prime target because I'm one of the weaker players. So, but I mean, she logged. Who knows? Who knows, bro? There we go. Also, for context, I am actually planning to do something today and to go out. I just didn't realize I was so understacked, so we're under gear, so we're just fixing that real quick. We'll be fine. I'm not just planning to be a bum today. I'm actually gonna be productive and stuff. There we go. How's my day been? Well, my day just began, so in all reality, I'm chilling. Boop. And boop. And boop. Shit. No, god damn it. I'm a failure. Oh my god. Okay, well fine. If this, yeah, it apparently fits in there. Perfect. Okay, cool. There we go. Look at that, guys. I did it. I made some strength. I made some pots. It only took me like minutes. Oops. God forbid a man goes prepared. All I need is some pearls. Oh. That doesn't seem right. Am I out of them? That would be bad. Or at least annoying. Bad is an over-exaggeration. Okay. Bro, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Okay, that's fine. 2 stacks is more than enough for now. Do I genuinely... Oh, are they in my little area? I thought I had more. I could have sworn I had more than that. Also, why do I keep carrying arrows? I don't need any arrows. Yeah, there they are. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I have more. There we go, then. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in there, and we'll just put that in there. Hopefully nobody goes peeking through my shit. I mean, I fuck with the little house that I made. I fuck with it. I mess with it. When did storms get on? Oh, god damn it. Okay, well. He's gonna message me going, you. Here. And I'm like, oh god, no. When did the... What's it called again? Hold up. When did Mr. fucking Corruption get on? Megalomaniac. I was not kind to that guy, was I? Whoops. My bad, dude. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. To be fair, he doesn't know that. Or at least, he shouldn't know that. I don't think he does know that, but we'll run with it. We'll run with it. It's storms. He's chill. Oh. Wow, that's very nice. Oh, my pleasure. Well, that was a surprise. I have no idea why. You can help me break out of my shell again. As long as that doesn't mean you're gonna kill me anytime soon, I'm fine with that. And in working order again. How sweet. But what does that mean? If you ever want to talk, I'm always willing to listen. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm worried now of what I'm off the island and in working order again implies. Because that also partially to me sounds like, you know, back out there, trying to get myself back in the game. Like, oh, that wasn't entirely the purpose of my talk with you, but I mean, if that's what makes you happy, it's kind of, if anything, that would have been the opposite purpose. But he shouldn't be isolating himself either. Well, what is that if I can't protect myself? Hmm. But I'm also not sidelining myself. I mean, like, true. I like, as much as we obviously wouldn't want to put anyone in the same cycle that we're trying to get people out of, the server is all like, this version of this world is already doomed to end in like some spectacular fight anyway. So if anything, getting Storms back in the field for now is a good thing. If I lose, whatever. No point in dwelling on losses. It's just a difficult point when it comes to cycles. I don't ever know if I'm getting very mixed messages from the guy. Is Storm's gonna start moving like King Von now? I mean, if he does, then logically speaking... Actually, I can't really speak on King Von much. I kind of tapped out of that. Hold up. What's this? Okay. Storms was not the person I was intending to... Muggum and Will are unkillable, but I can get back what's mine. Oh. 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 Oh, you wouldn't mean to... You... I mean... Heretic? Oh. Not entirely. Oh, okay, well that's fine. That's good. That's not bad. That's not that great. That's not that crazy. That's not that crazy. That's not that crazy. Do you want me to ask you, or are you gonna tell me what it is you're trying to go? Use ice fuck. La 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 la. I know. Heretic was a form of protection for myself. I mean, yeah, with that I agree. Oritus? I mean, why would he go after Oritus? When I say what's mine, I mean my own protection. How is he gonna take that back, though? What's he planning? Good to hear that. Yeah, true. Oh, and there it is. The protection. He just logged on. Oh. This server is too harsh on people who don't know how to fight back. I like to draw and have fun. Thanks, Dem. Sorry, that was just funny. Storm's just dropping bars, but them saying that was just funny. I should probably get out of here, shouldn't I? I should not be at spawn. There's other forms of protection rather than mythics, can't you? That is true. There's ways to play the game. I mean, yeah, with that, I completely agree. He's lore farming on you? I'm quite literally reaping what I sowed. Which, I mean, I'm fine with, but I'm just worried what he's not being specific, but he's dropping subtle hints. And sometimes he sounds relatively on top of it, and other times I go, ooh, that's not exactly what I... Oh, right, we don't have fire respect on this server, never mind. That's not exactly what I would have in mind when it comes to, like, I don't know, protection or some shit like that. How do you do this shit again? I'm actually a brick. Help. Am I... Oh my god. First, probably make sure I don't lose anything when I die. First form of protection is not losing anything of value. How would you do that, though? So Gear's probably the first thing I'll farm up. I mean, that sounds good. I like that. I like the guy being prepared for something. If I didn't have a talk scheduled in quite literally like 10 minutes, I would message him and go, hey, if you want to talk about this, yeah. Oh. Then traps. Then energy. I'm an idiot. It's just which one do I pursue first? Well, in case you're pursuing energy first, these are not my active coordinates. Just letting you know that. Not where I am right now. Oh, being self-isolated on an island for 2 weeks does that. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's very fair. That's very fair. I can only imagine how Silva did that for months. Why is the entire gang rocking up, bro? I'm glad close to being free. I think you... Wait. Q! I'll stay corrupted if it means that they can become free. Oh... No, see, Storms, this is the entire thing we were talking about. This is the entire thing we were talking about. Oh, we talked about that. Oh boy. Oh god. Yo, whatever therapist gets paid in real life, it ain't enough. I don't get paid shit, and I feel like I should be getting some kind of compensation for this. Oh my lord. What's up, twin? I know damn well you're in chat, you son of a bitch. Hold up. I know damn well you're... Oh, you're actually not. Oh, you're actually not. Okay, well, good play on Q side. No, I'm not. Wait, what the fuck? Are you not a VIP in my chat? Okay, wait. Sorry, I have to lock in first. I have to lock in. Sorry. Q, you're being funny, but I want to lock in with Storms here. Am I good to watch? Yeah, Q, you're fine. As long as you don't use it to your advantage, obviously. Like, maybe Storms is already on that path that he can't return from, but who knows? Maybe he'll find himself on a crossroad one day. And I'm asking him to, if that happens, take a better exit than that. He ain't taking the right one, dude. Well, I can do nothing more than ask. Why is all of my lore music so fucking ominous? Yo, chill. Thank you. Oh my god. Now it's time starting running towards that light again. The light at the end of the tunnel. This motherfucker's referencing my own goddamn conversation with him. Son of a bitch. They really have a fucking lore boy on Bliss. I can't believe it. Having it into the moment. Shut up. They just don't stand beside me. Not to quite literally give him false hope, but I feel like he desperately needs some right now. That's a love. That's if you didn't sound like just any less of a megalomaniac right now, that would be such a lovely thing to say. Like, I mean, okay, to be fair, the last couple of things we've talked about, he sounds pretty sane, but he's not entirely giving me green lights just yet. I just wish I could help him more than I can. I have other things on my agenda. This poor guy. Yeah, he does understand that he's not entirely alone, but he does sound like he's gonna do things to. I am the boogeyman. Oh, this is gonna be a fantastic fucking war stream, isn't it? Hey, man. Care for a chat? It's a Disney long story, so unless you're willing to sit and listen, probably don't invite it just yet. Yeah, I can talk to Storms later if I really need to. Come on, William. Come on. You should definitely talk with Storms later. If I would give you all the controls, I'd be talking to people 12 hours a day. You know, have a chat rarely actually means have a chat, right? Oh. I did not. But, if I get to pick, then whatever. I'll show you chords in a sec. Sounds good. Come on, Will. He's. I mean, I don't know. I can't blame the guy. I can't blame the guy. There's probably, if I look at the tab list, I think 80% of the people online would try to run a fade with him if they got the opportunity to. And realistically, there's a good chance I'm not living this either. But I'm okay with that. If Will doesn't lock in, I will personally crash. I don't need him to lock in. I just need him to answer some questions. The thing is, I've heard a lot of things about Will from Q and from Silva and from other people around the server, but I don't take much on trust, and I'm noticing that neither does Will. So that's good. I mean that means that I can really poke his brain and just get his own. Like I will be completely upfront with him, because as far as I'm aware, and if what I've been told is even a little bit right, then Will cares about respect more than almost anything else, and respects people who, you know. Well, I mean that's what I want to know. I don't know yet, but probably respects people. Like I think there was more to his teaming with Mugham than just, oh look, now we can be power team and now I can be stronger. Like that doesn't sound like Will. I feel like White Castle is not like the ride or die part of this. I don't know. That's the thing. I have very little time to prepare for these talks because I barely know what people are about. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay. Alright. God fucking damn it. That's so far away on the way. Oh. God, it couldn't be any closer, huh? 1969, 4360. Alright. It really couldn't be any closer. You've got a friend in me. Okay, well, this is a little loud. What's... These lights are friendly creatures? I keep forgetting. Might be players, actually. Wait. It is. Nice. Okay, cool. You're I proper. Congratulations on the partnership, man. I'm so proud of you. Actually, I'm heading the wrong way. I need to go this way. Is today the day? Oh, Benji, I really hope you're not trying to make me part of something I'm not trying to be a part of. Wait, motherfucker, is this just gonna be the fucking base in the... No, I don't think... Actually, it might be near that. Big wheel was on. I'm going to have a talk. Hope for the best. Does not die by impact. Love Benji to death. I really don't want him to show up to this one, because if Will sees me, like, sees any invisible people around me, he'll lose all of his trust immediately, and I genuinely only want to have a conversation with the guy. Fucking Ryland? Why is I mean, I'm happy, but why is everyone online tonight? Oh my god. Holy shit. Don't die. We'll try my best. What were the chords again? Yeah, it's gonna be fucking LE base, isn't it? God, I could have just gone to Q's house and it would have been so much easier for me. Random Tuesday? Yeah. I bet half these motherfuckers are procrastinating work. Okay, where is the guy? If I arrive and he insta maces me, honest to God, can't even be mad. That's a W troll right there. Can't even be mad. What do I have to lose? An energy, I guess, but... It is just gonna be LE based. God damn it, I could have just gone there via Q's house. Where did he exactly want me to be? 1969. And then 360. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's like right here. What? Oh god, is he gonna try to aura farm? Wait. Be smart, can't you? Don't get one hit by him. Actually, he might want me to wear a totem so that he can one hit me and aura farm off me. Fuck, there's levels to this. Okay, it's fine. You know what? Whoever. Well, who cares? If he takes a totem off me, I'll let him. Who cares? I think I'm here. This is it, right? It's not. It's a little bit further this way.
Yo.
Yo. Oh, there you are. Hello. Sorry for the for the choice of words. I did not expect to get you suspicious right off the bat.
Where's everyone?
There's no one. It's just me. Though I have to be entirely honest with you.
Oh,
there
actually?
is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have to be completely transparent with you. Benji has had a tendency to like spy on my conversations with people. So, but if they are near, they have nothing to do with me. Just letting you know that. I don't think I was followed though. I was in a really isolated
Okay.
spot.
I mean, I've seen like 2 people fly around here already.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
I'm not exactly concerned. I think it'll be fine.
I have to be completely honest with you. Your general, I'm assuming it's like you are the major reason. Like your general presence sparking like at least 5 other members to log on is. I think it says a lot about
that's usually what happens.
Yeah, exactly. It says a lot. But I mean, I guess
I have to
I'll
be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I am battling a sinus infection right now, so
Oh Lord.
forgive the nasaliness.
Nah, you're perfectly fine, man. Don't even worry about it. You're perfectly fine. I mean, yeah,
I
I
didn't
can.
actually expect to be doing any talking today. I kind of thought this was. I thought that this was something else.
Yeah, usually, what is it? Usually, you guys tend to fight rather than talk with one another. If I can find the menu,
Well,
so I can put your voice up.
9 times out of 9, if somebody's like, "Yo, pull up to this location, let's have a chat," there's very few words exchanged.
No, I guess that's very fair. I mean, that's what happens when you invite me, I suppose. I'm honest to God, I am actually here just to have a talk with you, and I mean, like, I am alone, and if anybody else tries to sneak up on you for any reason, by all means, fuck off. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna try to hinder you.
Okay.
I mean, or fight. I don't care. I'm just letting you know that I'm not like
No,
trying
I'll just
to.
kill them and then we can resume the conversation.
Perfect. Well, in that case, I'll start it off very simply with just letting you know on, like at the very beginning, that I've been taken in. No, I'm like spending a lot of time with Q and Silva, so you know, I've heard more than enough about you, but I think just as much as you just did with me,
Especially from Q, right?
yeah, especially from Q.
Yeah.
But just as much as you did with me, I don't take many things on trust, and I prefer to find out on my own. So that's why I came anyway.
Sure. So
Well,
you've come here to see if what Quackidus says about me is true.
No, I'm here to just generally get a picture of you, and if it just so happens that like Q was right in any way, then I mean, congrats to Q, but I've also heard a lot about storms from Q, and there was a lot more turmoil behind that than was made clear from my initial conversation with Quackidus rather than storms. So I'm already I'm expecting more than I was told beforehand, which is good.
Okay.
Because you are an interesting person, and I am. That's why I am here. I'm basically, I've had chats with a lot of other people on the server already. You and Dolphin and like Muggum and a couple others are like the last bunch I'm getting to. Because let's be real, highest odds that I'm gonna die is when I'm talking to any of you. So yeah, and well, you are a weird person when I put everything I've heard from other people together, and
Yeah, that's
you,
a way to start out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it shows that there's just absolutely no that there's no filter here. Like, I'm being completely honest with you, and I mean weird in the sense that I've been told a lot of things, but they don't sound like they make any sense. It sounds like there's a lot more to you than I'm being told. Like, obviously, one of the biggest things that I've been told is like, oh, he switched up and is now on a team with Muggum on Ellie, I believe, right? And
They love to say that.
they love to say that, right? And knowing you, or at least taking what I've heard from you into perspective, there tends to be more to that from at least what I expect. There was more to that than just you going, oh, look, an easy power grab. Cool, let's just go do that. There seems to be a lot more behind the scenes there, and I guess that's kind of really where I want to begin. Like, as far as I'm aware, at some point you had a fight with, I believe it was What Max, poor innocent little What Max.
Yeah.
And you like
Which time?
blasted yeah, well, I'm about to get to that. You blasted his fucking forehead into like 6 feet of dirt with your mace.
Which time?
You've
narrowed it down to like at least 3 or 4 separate occasions.
It was the time when you killed him to, I believe, get your hands on a netherite axe. I think that was the purpose of the fight. And
Yeah.
all I heard from that, I won't get into the details of how I figured most of this stuff out, but what I heard is that the purpose of getting that axe was to make you more capable of fighting Muggum, right?
True.
Okay, perfect. So then, to somebody whose only real initial perception of you is that moment, which, by the way, fantastic mace slam. It looked beautiful. Uh, to see you being on a team with Muggum now is kind of strange. But again, considering that you didn't start the fight immediately, like you didn't just start throwing hands, you first told Max, like, hey, if you ever want to be able to kill Muggum, be smart about this. I already have the mace, give me the axe, stuff like that. And only when he started to be annoying and, well, be Max, you started fighting him, right? Which kind of proved to me that there's more to you, and that's why I'm here.
No, I kind of started fighting him off for it.
Oh, okay. Well, then my perception might be wrong.
Well, I'm not exactly gonna come here to like clear my name or whatever because I don't really have
there's no need
anything
to.
to prove.
I was about to say, who am I gonna judge? It's not clearing your name. It's more so just I want to see why you do things, and that's it. That's genuinely it. I don't share anything about these conversations with other people, which I guess I can't prove, so you'll have to take that on trust, which you don't do. But I mean, I
don't really mind if you do either way. Like,
okay, well, perfect.
How people view me is kind of irrelevant.
Well, then that's good to know, because for what I
care about the opinion of like literally one singular other person,
and that would be Muggum, I'm assuming.
Of course.
Okay, and why?
Well, that's a whole can of worms. I'll put it simply.
Yeah, you have signed it.
It's
so
just because.
So TLDR, yeah.
I'll put it simply because I view us as equals. That's why I value his opinion.
Okay, that's a very fair reason. And equals in like just entirely, or equals when it comes to like, I don't know, strength or intelligence or just general like.
It's not. That's all kind of shallow. It's more about like. How do I put this? It's kind of more about like if mindset is the right word. So we've had conversations about this at length. There's VODs and VODs of this discussion, but
yeah,
there's a lot of people on this server who will sort of let the events happen to them instead of, how you say, kind of taking charge of
right,
like their own destiny.
So
right?
A passive person via an interactive one versus
yeah. That's there's like those two like very broad categories of passive versus interactive. Like somebody who the people who are doers, who actually like have a goal and have a motive, and they chase that with everything they have. That's a very small subsect of people. And what do you call it? That's kind of where Muggum and I sit, I believe. Because there's within that subsect of people, there's, what do you call it? There's people who will have a goal and chase it with everything that they have.
Yeah.
And there's people that will, but like even then, even in there, you have those who will give up and go off on the wayside. They'll do something else. And then there's people that will never give up, and that's us. But like that's the two of us.
Ah, okay.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why we have everything we do. It's not like it was /given, right?
No, obviously, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, that I believe that immediately. I've also heard that stuff's been lost over times, and you still manage to get it back. So I do completely.
That was a whole couple month long thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree, or I guess more so understand what you're saying. Like I'm not, I don't doubt it for a moment, Will. If I have to be completely honest with you, so okay. The proactive mind, the being one of the go-getters, for a lack of a better term, that's what you think is why you and Muggum are equal on that front. Like you'll give up, you'll stop with nothing to get what it is that you want to get. Okay.
And it's so funny that uh Quackus talks about me in the way that he does, because he's one of those people that just kind of he just sort of goes with the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, he's had his moments like here or there where he'll like take initiative for all of 5 seconds, but people who don't like actually have control over their life, I just can't respect that.
I see. So would you say that? How do I word this? Um. So Q is currently obviously in a completely different place than she was when you two were teamed originally.
Maybe
Would you describe?
haven't exactly kept up.
That's that
We
is
don't
very
send each other Christmas cards.
that's very fair. That's very fair. But would you hmm, do you think that your departure from that team, I think it was Gilded, I believe, if I got my history
Gilded.
right? Yeah.
It was.
It was a positive thing for anyone other than you? Like, would you, and even if it wasn't, would you care about that? Or, yeah, that's
Um,
basically it. Would you care how you leave other people behind if you don't think that you're a suitable teammate for them? That's not a judgment thing,
well,
just a pure curiosity thing.
if it answers your question, I haven't given it much thought.
Okay, that does
I
answer my
suppose
question.
I suppose Alray was pretty indifferent to the whole of Gilded like falling apart.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing about me leaving Gilded was the people who were completely unaffected by it
Mm-hmm.
falling apart. And that's people like Kay and Nappa,
Mm-hmm.
who you have people that sort of don't do anything, but they at
Yeah.
least log on, and then you have people that don't do anything and they don't log on, and that's where you have like Kay and Nappa. They just so they, I how are you am I gonna call you my teammate if I've
No,
never seen you
fair.
online in like a
That's very
month?
fair. Yeah, that's very fair. Just genuine ghosts, pretty much. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
and Alray was like Alray was there, but uh, the main thing about Gilded was uh, I don't know. I'll get into that if you ask me about it, but yeah, no, I didn't really consider if I kind of knew that it was probably going to be a net negative for Quackitus, but
Right.
like of course it was going to be right because
Obviously.
what was he without the team?
Yeah.
Very
That's fair. That's very fair. Um. Okay. So then. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, your main enemy before or after you start teaming with Muggum was Horizon, right? The big
yeah.
like super duper team, I think.
Horizon was
Uh.
my main enemy before I started teaming with Muggum.
Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's interesting because as far as I was aware, Muggum was your main target, and then after you joined his side, or I guess you guys bought like teamed up, I should say. After you teamed up, it became the Horizon instead. But that's interesting. Okay, because I was wondering, do you hold any like how do you look at a team like that that's pretty much formed just to kill you or Muggum, but the both of you? Like there's people on this server who who genuinely exist just to try to get rid of people like you. Like what how do you look at that
oh, they're
as somebody?
pathetic.
I see. And why is that pathetic? Because technically speaking, they
Well,
have a goal just like you that they're
let's
striving
let's
for.
let's get one thing clear
Mhm.
is it's not inherently pathetic to go
Mhm.
after somebody in that regard.
Right.
But the way that Horizon went about doing it, that was absolutely pathetic. I felt no remorse for anything we did to Horizon
Mhm.
because I've never met a more dishonorable group of people.
Right. Not only the fact that they had like a team of what was it like 6 people at their
Six,
prime? Yeah.
not even at their prime. It was more like probably like was it 7 or 8? I don't
Jesus.
know. They would collect allies like Pokemon cards. It's hard to keep track.
Right. Huh. Okay. So then hmm, that's very interesting. Is there
There's a noble way to go about it, but they were not doing
they
that.
were not doing the noble route. Yeah, okay, that's fair. And
No, no, no.
I mean that's like just to stay as as I tend to do, just to stay entirely neutral. That's like the noble route in your eyes, obviously. I'm not. I don't have any.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
in my eyes.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So the last thing that I want to do is kind of just look at your alliance and like LE as a whole as just as I fear other people do at times. Like it's just Muggum and then Will, because people have obviously in more like a joking sense at times referred to you as like the next, what is it, Muggum minion, I think, which I think is a bit of a wrong statement, but I'm very curious because there have definitely been people who could be classified as such. Like, did something between the two of you kind of change how Muggum goes about teaming with people that you know of? Like, again, this is more about you than it is about him,
I'm
but
not
that's
sure
one
what you
thing that I'm
mean.
curious about. Well, because I've heard from Muggum, about Muggum, I should say, that he just does anything, and genuinely anything, and I know you do anything as well to win, but I'm talking about, like, the dishonorable route, if necessary, as well. I don't know if that's true, but that's why I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, I think he's been known to do that in the past.
Mhm.
I mm,
Like, does
I
that
would
not
say that I
worry you at
usually
all,
stray
that
away from that,
history?
but
Mm-hmm.
well, here's the thing: is like it's kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not different just because we're the ones doing it. Although I don't really care to justify too much, but
Again, not necessary at all.
right. There's just, how do you put it? There's kind of different ways of almost different classifications of being dishonorable,
Mm-hmm.
where you can kind of like bend the rules, but you still like respect your opponent in a way.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I do agree with you. Like, there's no
Granted,
hard line. It is a bit
right.
vague. Yeah.
Here, I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way because I think this is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting honorably is reserved for when you have respect for the person that you're fighting against.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have no respect for the person we're fighting against, then I have no problem playing dirty,
Okay.
so to
That's
speak.
fair. No, that's very fair. Okay, I see that, because, like, from what you've told me at least, you'll only see someone as, like, for example, someone without honor when they themselves have a history of, like, playing dirty or, like, being a Pokemon card team stuff,
Yeah.
that type
No,
of
that's
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
that's a good way to phrase it, I
Okay.
think, yeah.
Okay. No, that's because obviously, yeah. If you know your
If
opponent is
it's
bound to cheat,
especially
then
if it's
yeah.
in like an eye for an eye sense, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. No, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah. I love that I just consistently see you turning around and checking like peeks behind them. Like it's totally fair, but it's just very funny to me. Like it makes complete sense in the position that you are in, obviously. Okay. So you said that you
Yeah, I mean my only concern is somebody like
mhm.
setting up one of those actually come over here.
Yeah, I was if you want to walk and talk or something, I can do that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, just over here it works.
Yes, perfect. I'm on the way.
There's this new epidemic going around where people make these like miniature arrow cannons out of like TNT
Oh
minecarts.
Lord. Okay. Yeah,
And
I was
those
walking
can be set up
around
pretty quickly.
I was
So
walking around Spawn with Leslie at one point, and we got the normal TNT just dropped on us. I was like, "Who's trying to assassinate Leslie? Bro? What'd he do?"
yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. No, I mean, yeah, in that case, I guess my question was like, you say you do anything to win no matter the cost, and that's what you and Muggum have in common. So what is your goal currently?
Um,
If I mean, I guess that might be something you can't share, but I mean, I guess put it in broad terms. Is it just to win, or is there like an actual? Because to me, saying I would just want to win feels a bit shallow at times.
well, as long as I have a goal, I always want to complete it, right? I always
Yes,
want to win.
exactly. Yeah.
I do have one at the moment, but I'm not inclined to share it.
That's fair. That's completely fine. I don't mind that at all. And would you say that like you've always, because this server, you guys do long seasons, which is
Yeah.
which makes these conversations so much more interesting because I get to talk to somebody who's pretty much got a 2-year long history on the server, sometimes a little bit more, a little bit less. So would you say that like that something this season kind of defined that trait for you? Like the doing whatever it is to win and not backing down no matter what? Or
Well,
was that like ingrained into you?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
kind of. It's been a bit more like repetitive,
Mm-hmm.
almost. Most of the teams that I have found myself on, there's been the occasional exception, but most of the teams I found myself on, a large majority of the people
Mm-hmm.
were kind of just like body actors.
Right.
So like I was describing you earlier, they were just sort of there and they were like going through the motions of whoever was quote unquote in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's been a large part of my playtime on the season so far. And so through that, I've kind of gained a sense of independence, I guess,
Right.
which I believe is probably where that stemmed from.
Mm.
And also, this just goes back to season 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of been the way that I am, but this
Yeah.
season especially has been caused by that.
So would you say that that's because I completely understand your perspective on duoing up with Muggum, right? You guys are the same goals stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
entirely behind why you specific because I get it was Team Gilbert, but to me when I think of it, it sounds more like abandoning Q, or I guess abandoning is extreme, but leaving that team.
Well, sure,
So
yeah.
so would you say that like Q was someone that wasn't really taking their own initiative, or more like, let me just, as you described, right? People that follow either a leader or somebody else because why not? I have nothing else to do myself, right? That.
I'll
Do you
tell
think
you
you
what.
saw that trait in Q?
I'll tell you what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sure.
have you ever hated someone?
Oh,
Or not even hated someone, but have you like felt like very strongly like about something, someone, anything?
oh yeah, 100%, all the time.
Okay. Okay. Of course you have, because all people do.
Yeah.
Q as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was during Team Gilded. It was during like the villager arc that we were doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if are you familiar with the villager
Yes,
arc? How much do you know about that?
I've had an well, I mean, I know what Q told me, so I don't know how biased that might be, but I know that there was suddenly a couple villagers. They were selling like a couple of the mythics, including the netherite and the maces, and
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
guys were kind of like just fighting over control of the villagers, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it was during that.
Mm-hmm.
I had gotten I had gotten a mace during that. And that was like that was kind of gonna be like my project for a while. Is it was kind of a vain thing, but I wanted to be like the best mace player on the server. I thought that'd be fun.
Right.
And I decided as a way to benchmark that,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try and be the first person to kill Muggum, because Muggum had all the stuff. He had the dragon egg. He
Ah,
from
okay.
the villagers. He got the netherite. He got a mace himself. He was the whole shebang. He had everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
I
was like,
see.
that sounds like that's going to be a good thing
Mm-hmm.
to like work towards. So I did. I started by taking some regular fights on the server, just sort of getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, Muggum has all the netherite, but there's one netherite piece he doesn't have, and coincidentally, it works out pretty well in my favor if I have a mace. It's axe, the netherite axe.
I had wind charge burst. That wasn't me.
Huh.
If you
Just
want
give
to
me one
move, yeah,
quick
I was about to
second.
say if you want to
No,
move or
we don't
something.
have to move. Just give me a minute.
Okay. What the Yo, I'm holding the totem, bro. I'm not trying to get slimed out. I don't even know what that was. That's fine. Will come back. He said me. He said to stay. I'll stay.
Okay. Well, if whoever that is wants to come out and fight, then they'll fight. But if they just want to throw wind charges in my general direction, then fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, where were we?
You were
oh, right.
talking about the
Netherite
netherite
axe.
piece. Yes.
So at the time, Nemvivo had the netherite axe.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, it really didn't matter to me who had the netherite axe. I
Right,
was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get it because you're familiar with attribute swapping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How doing it with the axe makes the mace do more damage,
Mhm.
and doing it with the netherite axe does more damage than a diamond axe. So I was like, this dude has 20 hearts, so I need every point of damage I can get.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was like this single like upgrade that I could get at the time. So I went for it. Nem evaded me for a while, so I was like, what max duped this netherite stuff, so I'll see if I can threaten him out of it, but he chose to just die because he hates me. That's what that fight was all about. I didn't even want to kill him. I just wanted to like scare him within an inch of his life, but he was
Yeah.
like he had a lot of spite that one. So he literally he would rather die and lose everything than
There's so many
just
people
hand
I've
over
talked
the one
to
thing.
in the last couple of weeks have just at some point had to brutally kill one max. I'm starting to feel bad for the boy.
Yeah. Well, he brings it on himself sometimes.
Eh.
But then it was after that. Eventually, I killed them. I get the netherite axe, and Q and I are like, okay, fighting Muggum 1-on-1 is going to be impossible.
Right.
So we're gonna do this 2v1 style.
Mhm.
And normally I don't like being the outnumbered one in 2v1s because I kind of view that as being kind of dishonorable.
Yeah.
Like outwardly outnumbering your opponent like before even trying to fight them head on. But I mean, if you had seen how powerful he was at the time, then that was fair. That
Right.
was fair for him.
Full
And he even
netherite, 20
agrees to this day
hearts.
that was
like, yeah.
that would have been fair.
Yeah.
But on the day that we went out to try and do that, that's kind of when 6-player Horizon was formed. We
Mhm.
couldn't really even get in to try and fight him because they were just throwing themselves at him constantly, and they were losing. Don't get me wrong; it was fun to watch. But eventually, after fighting him a bunch and not getting anywhere, they decided one mace wasn't enough.
Mhm.
So they got their 6 people. I was like going over to talk to him. They got their 6 people to attack me.
Mhm.
And Q pulled up, and I ended up dying. Sure, fine. Not Q's fault. Q actually died in that fight. He came back. I thought that was great.
Mhm.
It was after that I was like, all right, now if I still want to do it, if I still want to do this, I have to somehow get the
32
mace
months
that I had
ago.
back from Horizon. But then Horizon ends up killing Muggum later that day because they had 2 maces. So of course they did.
Right, yeah.
So this whole thing that I've been working towards is out the window, right?
yeah.
And I did harbor a pretty big grudge against Horizon for doing that.
I mean, that's
So I was like,
that's
all right,
understandable.
I'll phrase it this way. For all of that, Muggum was a target, but he was not an enemy.
Right.
Horizon was an enemy.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I understand that because Muggum was fighting. Muggum was one man who managed to get all of the items, right? So that was more like a proving something thing. Horizon in concept is something you'd absolutely despise as a 6-man team. So I understand that. I'm with you on that.
Right. And I was doing all this with Q because I mean, in contrast to me, he actually didn't like Muggum, so he wanted to kill him.
Okay.
And especially after that, he also didn't like Horizon. We both shared very strong views on Horizon. We did not like them at all. So we start trying to get back at Horizon. But Q is just, I don't know. You ever been in a group project, but you're the only one that ever like
yeah.
organizes meetings or starts writing the report or
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's kind of how it felt.
Right.
Like if you ask the other person to show up, they'll show up. But it just felt like very little initiative was being taken on his end.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I'm overthinking this, but we went to fight Horizon one day. We lost because, of course, it was like a 2v2, and they fucking hit the most glorious combo on me. It was actually beautiful. But I was like, I mean, shoot, I really have anything to lose, so let's just like kit up and spin back, right?
Run it back, yeah.
But he was being very wishy-washy about it. He's like, no, I don't remember what the reason was. It was months ago at this point.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
he didn't want to. He was kind of scared. And I was like, okay, I'm not really sure what's kind of going on here, but one day I decided like, okay, we're gonna see where Q's head's at. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided I was gonna put him to the test a little bit. So I called him over to a spot, and I basically said, and remember, we had very similar mindsets, like
Yeah.
my like we were in line with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I've decided fighting Horizon is too hard. We're gonna give up and do something else. What do you think? And I was really hoping he would disagree. He'd be like,
Disagree.
"What the fuck? No,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
no, Horizon's a piece of shit. Like, I don't like. I want to keep. We're gonna get our get back. Like, um, because that's what I would kind of expect him to do
Yeah, because you
after
believed you
everything, right?
shared goals.
Right. And this was also during the time that I was considering. Mugam had kind of offered to like work together on this Horizon stuff,
Yeah.
and I knew Q wasn't cool with Mugam doing anything, but he was just sort of going along with it.
Yeah.
Even though I knew they didn't like each other, right? Uh, and so I asked Q, I was like, I want to give all this up, uh, and we're gonna do something else. And he was like, sure.
Damn.
Obviously, he wasn't like sure, but he was kind of like, I mean, it's not really what I would want, but if that's what you want, that's what really sent me that
Right.
line.
But
That if that's what you
yeah,
want,
exactly.
oh. So I was like, okay, you know what? This isn't working out. And so, yeah, that's the day that that's the day the guild had disbanded
Okay. Well, that is
because
already an interesting.
I
Okay.
I could either I could either have like this weird like mishmash team of like Mugam and Quackitus who don't like each other, and yeah, but I would be working mainly with Mugam anyway. So like, I'm not gonna call Quackitus dead weight, but like, he just wasn't part of the vision. Uh,
Right.
I had I had somebody who was willing to work with me who uh was in the same boat. Like they were gonna do anything to get back, and because Mugam also had very strong reason to not like Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, I was like, did I even make the right choice? Like, I kind of feel bad about what I did to Quackitus. Like, is that? And the very next day, literally the very next day, we took a huge win against Horizon. And I was like, yeah, okay, no, that was the right decision. And what was Quackitus doing? I don't know, fucking, he was letting himself die to a zombie or something. He was being performative.
I see. So that's so interesting because how you describe, and again, third person perspective. Like I'm given. This is just how it sounds to me, right? When you describe everything that went down to me, it sounds like somebody describing a career move. And when Q talks to me about it all, it sounds like broken trust and like a friend that left him behind. That's just so interesting. You two have
He,
entirely. I mean,
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
he can say that, but I said very explicitly when this gilded breakup happened. Listen, I'm more than happy to keep being your friend, but I can't be your teammate.
No.
There's a
Yeah.
distinction there.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. As I said, like, well, it isn't so specifically that Q described it to me as like, oh, Will was my friend and he betrayed me and like that, but more so, like Q describes this entire situation a lot more emotionally and like personally. And as I said, you describe it to be more as if you transfer to like a different team, like as if you were
Yeah,
an athlete, right?
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's yeah, that's just a remarkable difference between I think the two of
And
you.
after that point, I made a deliberate effort not to raise my sword against Q.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause it wasn't even an effort. I just didn't want to fight him.
Yeah.
It was him that started antagonizing me. And I find it very fun to talk to Q even to this day because what he does is he talks about how I've changed and how I've become this like evil guy, this snake, this
Right.
but what I've told him, but he doesn't seem to understand is that there's a timeline that's not too distant from this one where it was him and I doing all this,
Yeah.
but it's not. Instead, he wants to look at me and see a monster, and that's fine. I mean, like I said, I don't really care. Uh, how the general populace views me, but I just find it
Yeah.
interesting
Hmm.
that I would still be doing exactly what I'm doing, uh, but maybe it would be with him instead. But I don't know how possible that is given how I've kind of seen Q moving.
Right. Huh. Okay.
But it's not entirely out of the question. Like,
I mean, obviously, I
well,
mean, I have heard that.
for this world it is, but
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of things about this place seem very very much set in stone until finale happens, pretty much.
mhm.
So as somebody who like don't worry about your sign. It's like I'm nearing a conclusion, but for somebody who describes teammates like I'm not saying that you only think of people as like assets or something. Like you definitely think of them as friends. That much is clear to me. But to you, there is a very clear distinction between a teammate and a friend. Your teammates are most likely to always be your friends, but you can still be friends with people who have been teamed with them. Whereas for example, to Q, they're one in the same, and when you left, like the friendship kind of also at least withered a bit. I'm not saying it ended, but it withered a little. Um, so
Sure.
would you say
But
that?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's not my fault.
I'm not
That
saying
part.
it is. No, I'm not saying it is. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. I mean, Q, I think he'll be the first to admit it when he's not in a very emotionally distressed state. At times, doesn't always make the right choices. like, yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean that's emotional growth. That's part of everyone. But what I was gonna say was, as somebody who then has such a perspective on teaming and like friendships on the server, what do you think is your biggest regret of this season? Like, look back on what's happened. What's like the thing that you, I guess, in any way regret the most? Because you sound like a man
Hmm.
who thinks a lot about your plan and the plans that you create. You hold people that you team with in high regard, but will, if necessary, and when they don't seem to view you the same way, leave and make what you would describe as the better career move. So you're a very goal driven person, which is surprisingly rare on this server. There's a lot of more emotionally driven people here. Um, so I'm curious what you would say. Like, hey, if I got another shot at that, I'll do something different. If there even
Hmm.
is. The answer can be there is nothing, and I played to the best of my ability the entire season, which would be the most logical answer out of you, but who knows?
As much as I don't like to be predictable,
Mm-hmm.
I'm racking my brain here, and I'm really not a man with a lot of regrets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much like you said. I think pretty hard about every move that I make
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that it's the correct one.
Mm-hmm.
If weirdly enough, my only regret really is it goes back to Dragon games, and the only reason
Mm-hmm.
it's a regret is because it directly impacted my chances of winning.
That
It was
makes
I
so
mean I
much
could
sense.
explain it to you if you like, but I don't know if you would really get it because you weren't there.
I wasn't there. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'd fully understand. No, but I mean, if you feel like it, by all means, go ahead. I've got nowhere to be.
Sure, for the viewers at home at least,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it was Are you familiar with how Dragon games worked at least?
Yes, I got that. That was definitely explained to me. I know about Dragon games. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it was we had a decently large alliance against the Brotherhood, which
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily like, but the Brotherhood was very stacked at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and so having like it be like 5 people versus 4 people, I saw that as being fine.
Yeah.
Um, eventually this was when Newfleet was around, so it was Brotherhood was Mugam Newfleet, Pookie, Nezoshoki.
That is pretty stacked.
It was pretty good, especially because Nezoshoki was pretty known for like he never died at the time. He was a he was a trooper, that one.
Mm-hmm.
It was like having a Rose Thunder on the Brotherhood, except like a Rose Thunder that's better at PvP.
Mm-hmm.
For the money SMP people out there. Eventually we kill Newfleet,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. And so I'm like, okay, we really don't need this alliance against the Brotherhood anymore. And throughout all of Dragon games, my whole goal was to get the Fraternity to win. That's holy wow, that's back when Fraternity existed.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Lord. Do you know about Fraternity?
No, that name is completely alien to me.
Yeah, that was my team from the beginning. You can probably tell why it's not my team anymore because it was like uh me, K, E Corridor, Tyrad, and Nappa.
It's
This
just
is back
all
when
it's
K and
all
Nappa
the
were a little more active.
it's all the people
Um,
that you basically described as people you would never want to team
right.
with.
Exactly, right. And my whole thing was I wanted Fraternity to win.
Yeah.
And so we had this alliance with it was a team called Team Sad, which was Ark and Dragon Silversaur.
Mm-hmm.
And you might look at that and be like, that's 8 people, but there was really only ever like 4 of us on at a time.
Yeah.
And so eventually I come to Brotherhood and I'm like, yo, in the interest of keeping this pretty fair, let's go in on Team Sad. And it took them a while to trust me on that, but they were like, fine. And so we betray Team Sad and end up wiping them from the game completely.
Mm-hmm.
But Muggum got most of the kills from that. And so he got most of the points from that.
Oh,
and
right, yeah.
There was a decision that we made like a week or 2 before that.
Mm-hmm.
Or there was a decision that was made for the game at like 3 in the morning, so I didn't remember. But you could use points to revive people.
Yeah.
And Muggum took those points and he revived Newfully. So this whole balance that I had been working to like create between the teams to try and make like, because Fraternity, if the people on there, very weak team. So my whole MO was to try and weaken the other teams as much as possible so that it would be possible for us to fight them. And so I was like, shit. So I'd call that probably that was my biggest blunder of the season and probably my biggest regret. But I don't know if I'd even call it a regret. It's more of a blunder because of that fumble, I had to make Team Gilded, and Team Gilded was really good for a while. I love teaming with Allray. I love teaming with Quackos. Team Gilded was great for a time, but then it fell apart eventually.
Mm-hmm. I guess that Team Gilded was obviously formed to counteract specifically for Dragon games this force that was Brotherhood. And then when Brotherhood fell apart, there was no intrinsic need for Gilded anymore.
Kind of, yeah.
Like you and Q still went for it, right? Like you still tried to, but again, Muggum wasn't the enemy; it was just the target. But then that kind of trickled into you realizing, like, hey, if Gilded is kind of revolving around them following me because I have a goal to achieve and not them doing this because they want it as well, then what am I still doing here? And then Muggum opened up, and then you could duo up together. That's interesting.
Yeah, I suppose I never thought about that, but Gilded was a team with a singular purpose.
Yeah.
There's a reason that even though Gilded fell apart, Allray and I never fought, and that's because Allray's always been doing his own thing.
Allray's chill.
He's one of those people. He's chill, but he has his own stuff that he's working on, and he does it like he's very stoic. I've always thought Allray is very stoic individual. He doesn't let people who have wronged him in the past sort of get in the way of his future. And while I personally am not like that, I respect that. I respect that about him. I respect that view set.
Okay, interesting. So that's funny because then, technically speaking, as you said, you wouldn't even call it a regret because it was just a tactical error, right? Helping Brotherhood eliminate Sad.
Well, I wouldn't call it a regret because it ended up leading into something that was undeniably better.
Yeah. So
I had to leave Fraternity and all of that behind.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing for me. That was probably a bit of character growth right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of why I am the reason I am today.
Okay. So had you never done that, right? Like had you never teamed up with Sad with Brotherhood to kill Sad, you probably wouldn't have been with Muggum now. Because Gilded would have never been. I suppose not.
That's why I say I don't have a lot of regrets because anything different that I would have done means that I probably wouldn't be in the position I am now.
No, and I mean, and that it doubles down your own argument that like sure, it was an error, right? But you were being proactive, and you weren't letting the story of the server carry you with it. You decided to go to do something, take initiative, which can at times blow back in your face. It did, and it directly led to the path you're on now. Okay.
Yep.
That's yeah. No, I mean, Will, I knew that I should have that I shouldn't just take everything that I heard about you on trust, and I still fully agree. I mean, I'm not entirely sure where morally we stand but I'm not here for morale. I'm here for exclusively figuring out how people tick and how they function. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to go about before. Well, I'm pretty much done, and I have everything I need.
Did
I
you
mean,
expect me to kill you when you pulled up?
I didn't rule it out as a possibility. But expect no. No, I didn't expect it. But I did not rule it out. But I also didn't rule it out when I rolled up to Storms. So take that as you will.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know my place on this server very well, and although I will never I'll never fucking lay down and take a loss, I'll always keep moving forward to accomplish the goal that I have here. And then when I'm done with that, I'm done. And then I don't really care what happens after that, I'll be honest. Like, my goal here is very separate from what people on this server tend to aspire to do. But that's all stuff that I don't need to get into. I guess my question to you is that, like, you're kind of known as, I think that the nickname I've heard once or twice is Mythic Merchant, right? And I'm not saying that you are nothing without the mythics. That you have disproven that time and time again. If not by your skill in fighting, definitely by your skill in decision making and climbing the ladder in your own way. How? Do you think that if you were to, let's say you lose even one of them, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, you have the mace, the netherite, and the dragon egg. I think that's what I've been told. You might have more. I don't know. But let's say you lose one of these items to, I don't know, maybe you make a mistake. Would you go after them again? Because you've kind of done that. Okay. Because you have done that in the past as well, so there's no... Okay, that's fair.
Well, yes, I have done that in the past, but it's mainly just because they're a bit crucial to what I want to do going forward.
Well, I guess that's fair, yeah. Okay.
There's also the aspect of I don't want to let anybody... I don't want to take that disrespect from anyone.
Yeah, you are a man of status. You appreciate getting a goal or getting a certain level of respect and earning it, pretty much.
I do. I'm a little vain in that way.
I mean, I'd call it vain if it's the sole motivator. I think if anything, it's just an honest amount of pride a person can have.
A bit, yeah. I don't really mind being called a mythic merchant, just because the people who call me that are people I've killed in the past.
But yeah,
so
that's
just
yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
I started without any of the mythics, so
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say as well. Yeah, like you did gather them. It's not like you were given them. And same goes for.
I mean, there were points in time where we had like very few. But...
So. I mean, I guess I'll ask you as well. Is there anything you want to know about me? Any question you have? Knowing you, probably not. But I always want to give at least my my conversation partner the chance to talk back or to ask a question back. Bless you, Lord.
Sorry.
No, you're all good.
I mean. Aside from Mugum, nobody really takes the time to like kind of hear me out on anything. So I guess I'm just curious as to why.
Well, because just like
you, like I said, normally when people pull up anyone, especially me for a chat, it's never about chat.
It's never a chat. Yeah, no, exactly. Well, because I'm here to, as you said, I don't take many things on trust, and I got the opportunity to be on the server, which is awesome. And I am fully well aware that like I'm joining at the far end of it, right? Like this server's 2 years old at this point this season, so it's nearing its ending, whatever that may be. And I just realized that, well, there's so much shit that's happened. I kind of just want to know, and I'm curious to hear people out. Like, I'm sure that no one on this server is just an entire machine-like monster that will kill just for that one extra bottle of energy. And I was just very curious to hear people out. And I guess the other motive is that if possible, I like giving people or players the chance to hear a perspective from what is pretty much the closest thing you're gonna get as an outsider, right? You said it yourself. You don't really care about what other people on the server think about you, but and I mean, if you don't care about that either, that's totally fair. But I'm as much of an outsider as you're gonna get. I don't really have any major alliances. I don't fight for people often at all. I mean, if I do, I'm not really a threat. I'm just here to observe and give a personal and neutral stance and opinion on the server. So if there's somebody like, for example, Storms, who might just, you know, have some positive effects from some advice or at least a different perspective, then I'd like to give it. But yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. On that point of people being one-dimensional energy gathering machines,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people like to reduce others down to that, sort of make them more one-dimensional than they actually are,
Yeah.
because it makes it easier to justify what they do to them.
Yeah.
I said this to Quackidus a while back. He was talking about some, I'm gonna declare war on you. He didn't actually end up doing anything. And I was like, I mean, okay. And he starts like listing off all these things and these qualities, and he's talking about this and that and how I'm a
Right.
I think a lot of people just sort of reduce their enemies down to
Yeah, no,
one-dimensional
definitely.
monsters,
100%.
like a comic book villain or something,
Yeah.
because it just makes it easier to do bad things to them, dishonorable things.
Yeah. I mean,
things that you
yeah.
wouldn't do of somebody that you viewed as like an actual person.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, as I said, if I took everything that I heard about you, or well, I guess I haven't spoken to Muggum or Dolphin yet, but if I took anything about the three of you on trust, then I would arrive here probably naked, with not even a totem in my hand and just carrots, and go, all right, let's have a talk. And then if I die, I don't lose anything, right? Like, I mean, like, sure, there's always the potential that I die, but I'm not gonna change this fucking world. I'm here at the end of it. I'm just here to look back and give players a chance to hear something new instead of the, as you put it, the oh, you're the villain, or oh, you're the good guy. No, like here's a third person perspective, a new one, a neutral one maybe.
No, that's interesting. I think that's cool, actually.
I appreciate that. Well,
You learn anything interesting
about you or just in general?
in general? Like what's the most interesting thing you've learned?
I think that the most interesting thing I've learned about Bliss so far is a player's, and this is more differential, like it's different per person, but players on this server see, like there's always a bigger fish to fry or a bigger fish to catch on this fucking server, and people don't really seem to see that. Like every single time I hear somebody talking about a goal that they either had or have on the server, it sounds like it's their final act. Like, oh, I must do this or else, you know? And that's just never how that works. And players don't really, at least not everybody, sees to see that as much as other players do. For example, you or Q. Q is also surprisingly relatively level-headed on that front. Anything to do with the profit, insanely interesting to me. And I have a running theory about Bliss and corruption that I could get into if you want, but it's a bit of a hassle.
Yeah, sure. I'm game.
Pretty much.
Are you on Lunar?
Yes, I am on Lunar. Yes.
Do I have it?
Oh.
Hang on one second. Surely there is one, right?
He's going through his emote library.
Here we go. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, yeah. So, obviously, what I've been told, so how true it is, I do not know, is that Bliss is an experiment.
Actually, let's move.
Okay, sure, let's move. Yeah, let's avoid people, like, killing you. Oh my god, look at this is some replay value right here. Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
What I've been told is that that Bliss is a cycle that gets repeated by this motherfucker called the Prophet, and they want to achieve the goal is to achieve, what is it? Is it just genuinely absolute bliss? Was that it? Was that the term, I think? And Bliss has this cycle of or this natural property to kind of pull people back into either, oh, it's true bliss. Thank you. I've just been notified. It is a it's got a property of natural corruption where people who either
Notified by who?
get defeated or notified by who? By Benji. I think Benji is stream sniping right now. But I told Benji that he could watch.
If he's stream sniping, that's better than eavesdropping.
Yeah, that's fair. Now it's probably stream sniping. Don't worry about it. If he was here, then I'm sure if I knew, I would have told you.
Would you have?
Yes, I would have. I'm very honest with you about that. Don't worry, mate. I've got very little to lose. Fuck my story. Right, corruption. So, Bliss obviously has the mythics. It has people trying to get stronger every time, and every single time I hear of an event that takes place on this server, whether it's the villagers that you described, like the Prague 4 event, or the honored one, it always is centered around this concept of gaining status, right? Like, oh, the honored one, or the man with all of the mythics from the villagers and stuff. So even the players that are relatively out of the fight, or they're not really known for going for stuff like that, they'll still try to, and they'll still try to grow in strength, grow in power for their own individual reasons. Maybe it's to protect people that you care about. Maybe it's to destroy the entire server and start anew. No matter what it is, it always centers back to these events and these mythics and these like ways to get stronger, which continuously forces people on this server to have conflict and to fight no matter what, every single time. So I kind of really wanted to know what the purpose of the whole cycle was, and I'm not entirely sure if I believe what the Prophet has said. But my theory is that Bliss is kind of set up as a world. Do you know what the deterministic world is?
I believe so, but go
Yeah.
ahead and give me the rundown.
Yeah, determinism basically means that there is no free will and everything is predetermined. But because nobody knows the future and can't see into the future, they don't know that they don't have free will. But basically, no matter what, someone's actions or somebody's goal will tie into, I don't know, a mythic, or maybe killing someone, or maybe getting a certain amount of energy to get your gem back, hint Nebula. And all of these goals will always incite around the central part of needing to fight and needing to kill, which will drag more people into that conflict. That conflict will conclude. Someone will come out on top, will be the new big dog that somebody will try to dethrone, and go on and go on and go on. So no matter what, in the current way that Bliss is set up, I firmly believe that this is a deterministic world where people do not have free will. And the actions or the consequences of your actions have already been set out before you, no matter what you choose.
It's a bit of a downer, isn't it?
Maybe so, but the beauty in a deterministic universe is that you know that no matter what you do, like, this is who you are. There's no influences from outside that force this upon you. This is who you are as a person, and if this is who you are, then what's the point in not trying to chase that, right? As you said, you have a goal, you want to achieve it, so you do that through whatever means necessary, as long as they're honorable, and that's who you are. But that doesn't mean you don't fight and kill people, which some people would think is fucking corrupt as shit. But I mean, it's Bliss, so people kill each other all the time. That's nothing new. Yeah. That's pretty much it. The main there it's one of two things: either the entire world is deterministic, or like people that are really in touch and have a lot of contact with entities like the prophet are deterministic in their sense that like the prophet is trying to get them to do things to be either the big bad or the next person to achieve true bliss or whatever the fuck. But that's the running theory currently, which I can't prove, but that's the one I have in my mind.
Okay. I don't know that I agree with you, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely convinced of myself just yet. That's why it's a theory. But it's just it's food for thought for myself, because if the world is deterministic, then some actions that have been taken in the past make a little bit more sense than they do to me currently. But I mean, this server has a wide history, so Lord knows I'm not getting into all of that. But yeah, I mean, Will, I can only say that, like, as I said, I try to give people a perspective that they might not be aware of, or one that they might not be able to get because, you know, they only see perspectives of people on the server. I mean, mate, I just see someone that's very driven by your own goals. I see somebody that knows exactly what they want, and no matter what they'll try, no matter what gets in their way, they'll always try to achieve that. Like your words ring true to me. And as you said it, your personal, like, the fact that you're not teamed with someone or that you like leave a team does not instantly mean that you hate people on that team, which is completely fair. I think the only thing that I'd look into a bit more, but again, this is personal opinion, so you don't have to do anything with it. I don't expect you to, but the only thing that I notice, and which is something that you might not have been able to be said, that's not been said to you before, is that you don't have to specifically care what other people think about you, but the actions that you take and how they influence other people. Just because you don't care about, for example, what Q thinks about you now or what an Alray might think about you now, that doesn't mean that their feelings aren't in a way caused by the actions you set out to do. So as much as you want to say and probably fully believe, and I believe it too, that you don't hate people that you no longer team with. In this instance, Q is the main one. I don't know if there is any others, but the actions that you take still have consequences, not for you specifically, but for how other people either look at you or go about this world. So if you want more people to be as goal driven as you, and you know, put in that leg forward and take initiative instead of just letting everything happen to them, I don't know, I think maybe try to consider that a bit more than you do now. But if you don't care about that, that's totally fair, and this was just something I do with everyone I talk to.
I can only lead by example.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, when the season's over and we're on the end screen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be left with myself and what I did,
Yeah.
and I'm either gonna like it or I'm not.
That's fair.
I could either see what actions I took and be proud of them, or I can make emotional decisions that might make other people happy but will leave me dissatisfied. And in that regard, I'd choose myself every time, I think. So
And I didn't
I guess
expect
it's
another
nice to
answer from
consider
you.
the feelings of other people, but I have myself and that's it.
No, that's very fair. I can again, after having spoken to you for a good hour, that I didn't expect any other answer from you. But just to nail my point home, it's less about the feelings of other people and more so the fact that the way that you might leave some people behind, and this is not just you, by the way, this is everyone who goes about it this way, it may leave people in a state of inertia where they, as you said, don't take action anymore and let the story happen to them rather than be proactive in it, which would be in your advantage because then you can be proactive instead. But I don't know. That's just, if you wish more people to be proactive, then I'm not saying change. I'm saying just, I don't know, ponder on it once or twice before going to sleep. That's it. I'm not
Maybe.
out there. I'm not out here to leave every conversation thinking I've completely changed the person who I've spoken to. That has happened, I think, once, and I've spoken to a lot of people. But I think that's just something you're never gonna hear from anybody else than me. I'll be honest, and that's why I had to say it.
I'll think about it, but the
Again,
destinies of other people are my concern.
no, I know. I don't expect anything from you. Again, it's just food for thought. Yeah. If there's nothing else that you want to say or hear, then I'm out. I'm going home. Go home. Go bed.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna kill you or anything. Like,
I
that's
appreciate
not what
that.
this is about.
I mean, if you end up doing it
I
later,
only ever kill people who like. I mean, if you antagonize me, sure. But
yeah, right.
if you like come snooping at my base or like, if you're like, I want to fight you, and then I'm like, okay, come here, and then you actually show up, then I mean, yeah, then we're scrap. Those are the only kills I've gotten so far. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't necessarily go looking for individual raccoons to slime out on a
Nah.
Tuesday.
As I said, the thought of you killing me was purely what I've had with most of the people who I've talked to. It is. I didn't expect it, and after the conversation, I definitely didn't fear leaving here with energy less and a mace imprint on my forehead. Yeah. All right. Well, in that
Heavy
case,
core is a delicacy this time of year.
it is. Yeah, I've heard. I was gonna say I do genuinely. Although if I when finale happens, I'll probably be done with everything that I came here to do. I'll still play, obviously, because I don't want to be that inactive person. And definitely will be there during finale. If we end up against one another, make it quick. Give it a good hit on the back of the head. Was that astro particles that I just saw? I saw purple particles behind you. I don't want to trip.
Was then.
Okay.
It's weird because I don't see anyone in spectator mode.
Okay.
But they might have just exited as soon as they saw me.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because
yeah. I'm probably gonna get jumped after this.
Probably.
So you might want to get out of here before that happens.
As I said, just last thing. If I end up against you, because I don't know, maybe Q doesn't want to, because I'll probably be on the side that Q's on because he's given me a lot. Make it quick, but I do genuinely, and I mean this. Probably you don't hear this from other people a lot, but I do actually wish you the best, and I hope that you can end the season as you said it, looking back with a smile instead of with a frown, mate.
Thanks.
All right. Godspeed, and if you get fought, win.
Hey, bro.
Hi, bro.
What's goody?
I mean, nothing really. I just had. I didn't know you had Astro Gem. I thought you had Speed Gem.
What?
I didn't know you had Astra. I thought you had Speed. So it was you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord.
Like I said, I'm not no pussy, bro. I'm not gonna stream snipe. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Oh, that's what you meant by that message. I was genuinely lost. I had no. If I. Oh well, fuck. I mean, it's fine. I didn't lie to Will. I'm still happy about everything I did. I mean, I had a good chat with Will. I'm very happy to have gotten well, his perspective on him. I think that's the better way to put it.
Yeah.
Anything that you heard that you learned off of that, or here we can land if you want. Hold up.
A lot of it, like, it's a lot of stuff I already assumed or knew.
Yeah, the same.
Like
when
it was still an interesting talk.
It definitely was like it was a predictable one, but it's definitely by far one of the more interesting ones that I've had. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's my fucking dirt, dog.
Oh my lord. All right. Well, I mean, I still have. I think I'm gonna. Q wanted to speak at some point. Oh, Q asked me. Shit. Wait, I need that. Q. Yes, I'm down. And then I also have to talk to Storm still. Oh my god, my voice is gonna be dead by the end of the night. About what? I don't know. Storm just said that he wanted to talk, so I thought, yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're feeding me levels. I'm good. I don't need anything more.
Well, I didn't need the extra. It's taking up a slot, so I had to get rid of it.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I mean, as you put it, it was a very interesting conversation, but definitely a mostly, not all of it, but mostly a predictable one. I didn't expect to learn much from Will as a person, but it was just nice to hear it from the guy himself. Is mostly it.
Yeah.
So that was nice to hear. Yeah.
And this is the part where I go jump on. You're about
Yeah,
to see a
this-
Will Def message.
I mean,
Which
I was about to say, if you managed to pull it off, mate, I'd be eternally impressed. Like he was taking precautions, that's for sure.
Oh my fucking god, they just added webs back.
Webs re-enabled. Cherish the day.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Oh my lord.
Okay, Will actually is just about to get jumped then with convenient timing.
I don't know for sure if that's true. No, I don't think so.
Well, like I was with like 8 people and they were like, yeah, I'm not fighting Will unless webs get
Oh. Did they just vault Benji in front of me? What the fuck was that? Unlucky timing. Oh, it was a stasis. Prophet wants to talk? Why does he get to talk to the Prophet? Am I supposed to have mod here still? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, one of the temp mods for money. I should address that at some point. I mean, I'll probably, like, unmod you guys, but I have no specific, like, I don't need to do that now, right? Like, I'm okay with, I'm totally okay with that not being immediately. We did not talk about webs. Oh my god. That shit is still banned. Yeah, as I said, that was a really, really nice conversation. I'm very happy that Will was okay with having it. Last 2 people on my big list are Muggum and Dolphin. Both of them relatively difficult to narrow down, I fear. Muggum not even because of like who he is. It's just because of high school. Or school. I don't even know what level of education he's in at this point. I think it's last year of high school. Yeah, he said graduate, definitely. All right. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of pings from Bliss Cord, like the private. Let me see if they're about. Are the admins fucking around with each other about the webs? Where's your gym? Oh, sorry. I just talked to Will for a bit. So just in case, I was holding a totem, but here's my. Oh, that's the plugin or the mod freaking out. There it is. Oh man. Given the chance, would you rather speak to manifestation or balance? Oh, that's terrifying. Don't do that to me now, Benji. I am not prepared. Probably manifestation? I'm not fully versed in either of them yet. Hi, Bobber. I hope you guys enjoyed the chat with Will. I certainly did. And if there's anybody here that isn't following the channel yet, there's 200 people watching, I think. Please make sure you press that follow button right now. Oh my god. You're after the perfect timing. You arrived right after the self-promotion. Perfect. All right.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy. What's up?
How did talking to the big fucking Willius go?
Honest to God, nothing. It was nice to hear everything from his perspective, but it was nothing I didn't fully expect.
I mean, what is fucking his perspective of like honor and fucking I don't know what he does.
Yeah, pretty much. Like just a guy who, like, whereas you are very emotional, right? Like you when you have a team with someone, it's most likely that you see them as like friends, and if somebody either betrays or leaves the team, it feels like piece of that friendship leaves, he's much more transactional. Like he thinks that he's still friends with a lot of people, or he could be, sorry, friends with a lot of people that he's not teamed with, because he how do I word this? Because he only made, it's like a career move to him rather than an alliance or like a team thing. Which is what I mean, I found that interesting. I did already kind of expect that, but it was really nice to hear from the man himself. Yeah. Which you knew too. Like I don't want to, as I said, I don't tend to talk too much about conversations that I've had with people. I would, because otherwise I kind of lose my my confidentiality. But I don't know if there's anything in specific you wanted to know.
I just, I already know, because I like, honest God, yes, I was like watching a tiny bit, but I can assume he's so in his own head. He's so fucking arrogant. It pisses me off. He just thinks that everything that he says is just factual and like this way of the world is how it should be. Yada yada yada. And it's just fucking stupid. I don't know. He's just the one part that I did end up hearing was the fact that it's like he says, "Oh yeah, like people try to like dumb me down to this one-dimensional villain." And yada yada yada, like I hate when people like dumb people down to just one-dimensional characters, when he did the exact same thing for me. Because he just dumbed me down to just someone who didn't have goals, didn't have drive, didn't have passion, didn't have the strive. I was a follower.
Right.
The one thing, I was always fucking right. He did go to Mugham. He literally secretly teamed for him for months. And I knew it, and I pushed towards that, and I actually was right. But the thing is that because, he sees it how it is, he sees it in his dimension, in his view, he's literally dumbing me down to this one-dimensional person who never had any goals, who never followed anything. But I did. But I was right. But I followed what I wanted to follow, and I was fucking right about it. But he thinks that, like, he's always fucking right about everything, but he's not. And he never, ever even dares to even try to see it from anyone else's perspective. It's just stupid.
I think Will is very much not. Yeah, I'd agree with what you're saying. But I think that for Will, it's less like I'm always right, and it's more so like it's just who he is. Like he doesn't view it as a full on betrayal, to maybe preemptively be in an alliance with Mugham before leaving Gilded, because again he doesn't view teams as the like one unique friendship bond, but more like a transactional, like a team that he's playing on if he were to be a pro athlete, for example, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to defend the guy here. Like, just like I was not, just like I did not defend you from the things he said. I won't go defending him either. But I don't know, Q. I think you have a lot of very fair grievances about the guy, but I mean, I don't know. I understand very well that it's not easy to let go, and that you are very fair in the way that you're feeling. But I think now all you can do is focus on what you have left, mate. I think it's the best.
I mean, obviously I'm pushing forward. I could give less of a shit about what Will's doing right now, but it's just, it's still kind of hurts that it's just like, that's like, it's like, he pushes me so far down. He thinks so low of me because I'm putting him to this, like, putting him on this kind of, like, I'm seeing him as like this kind of person, when he does the exact same shit to me. And it's just like, the worst part is that they were made for each other. Him and Mugham were made for each other because they're both giant hypocrites. They're always talking about honor and fucking and doing this and the bad things that all these people do. But when you dumb it down, they do the exact same shit, but they defend it like it's something else. And it's like, they're just, Mugham is the biggest hypocrite of all time. He complains about people doing all this stuff. He complains about people making these giant alliances, but when does he ever see it from like their perspectives? When does he ever realize that, oh, maybe, maybe, I don't know, the dragon egg is OP as hell. Maybe, I don't know, 20 hearts is a little too overpowered. Maybe having all of these mythics isn't a good thing. Maybe I should have actually kept my word when I said I was giving out the egg and the fucking netherite and the everything, but no, he just gives him to Will. And the worst part is, he thinks and then Will still thinks he isn't like made up of all that stuff that was given to him. I have the literal footage of Mugham giving the egg and the netherite to him. Like, and he's like, oh, but I earned it. I collected all that stuff. Realistically, he is not like him as a person. All of his achievements fair, but what he has done with those mythics is just a scenario. Anyone could have done it. Mugham could have gone to Dolphin or Silva or anyone with that same mindset and literally just said, "Do you want a bunch of fucking mythics? Leave your team. We're gonna be secret league team." They'd be like, "Fuck yeah," because they don't self-respect, but they make up their pride so much where they're just like, well, it's power. I'm just gonna like everyone else is gonna think I'm big and mighty and powerful, but inside, if everyone else thinks I'm all this big shit, then I guess I might as well think of myself like that. But you're not. You're just mythic made, and you've just been given all of it. That's not like I don't like ever really care about like honor or pride or whatever the fuck. By all means, I made a stupid hut out like thousands of blocks out to go live a happy life with someone. I don't want power. I have power, and all I do is just toy with it. All I do is just like play with it. But the thing is that he gets given all of this stuff, and he has the right to think that he earned it when he didn't. It could have been literally anyone else. That's how I feel about him.
Yeah, and that's completely fair, mate. That's your right. I think that the entire situation is more detailed than either of you can either admit or see because of, personal strife. But if you ever just need somebody to talk to, Kyo, to get that out, mate, I'll always listen.
Thanks. The worst part of it all is that I feel like there are times where I miss him. Like, not who he's become, obviously.
Who
Fuck
he
that,
was,
fuck
yeah.
that. Who he was. Because I feel like when he first, brought up, teaming with Gilded, I didn't realize it was probably just to get the egg, but, for a bit, it's like, even before Gilded, we tested a bunch of stupid, strats. We both wanted maces. We did all this stuff, and it's like, it was so cool. None of us even had the egg. That went to Nappa. We were in this. We were both, just these little Timmies, figuring out what to do, where to go, right? But then he just starts going after this power and just, doing all this stuff. And it's like he starts caring about all this power and thinking logically than ever thinking about, the friendships. Because realistically, I don't even know if what we ever had as a friendship was real, because even during Friendship's Fortune, he flat out said, he to my face, even before we were even ever considered teaming, that friendship was never an actual a feeling. It was just a transactional thing between people. And it's just knowing that someone that you thought was your best friend, remembering that all they think of friendship is just a transactional thing, that's gotta hurt at least a bit, right?
You don't have to. I know that people in your past have made it out to seem that, you sound insane for being upset, or you've hey, friendship is not real, or it's transactional, or Q, you're being a baby. This is just how this world works. Take it as a word of advice. No matter who tells you what, you will never, ever have to justify your feelings to anyone. That's you. That's who you are. And that's how you feel. And what Will thinks, or what I think, or what Silva thinks, or what Storms thinks, or what Muggum thinks about any of that is complete, utterly unimportant. What matters to is that fucking Benji? what matters to
He's always listening to his stupid shit.
no, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like TP'd a bit ago. Like he just appeared and was naked for a bit. I don't think he meant to be here. It's fine, whatever. Fuck, I was in the middle of a really good emotional thing. Okay, anyway, moving on. Like no matter what anybody around you says regarding who you are and how you should like treat yourself, mate, you don't ever owe anyone an explanation on how you feel and why you feel that way, right? Just because Will doesn't think of what he did as a betrayal because, you know, he left peacefully and he doesn't think, and he still thinks that you and him could be great friends probably, doesn't mean that you thinking that it, you know, that you feeling like it hurt is wrong. That's fine, Q. You're allowed to feel that way. That's perfectly okay. It is. But the worst thing you can do is getting permanently stuck on a page that has long since passed. You can forever feel upset about it. Always. That's completely okay. You don't have to forgive the guy. If anything, I don't think you should. But that's a personal opinion. Because he genuinely hurt you. I'm not saying specifically that I'm agreeing with you more than I'm agreeing with Will, but I think that if he hurt you and you interpreted it as that, then you're okay and justified to feel hurt. And you shouldn't change that for anyone else, no matter what.
I don't know. I like it's not like I don't know how to feel about it because I feel like it felt so like trying to find the word ostracizing, I guess. The fact that
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't even the fact that like Will left that like hurt the most because yeah, I do miss who he was, but it's just the fact that like I was right in everything and Alray left, and that hurt because I feel like there was like one teammate that I did have. That was the one person that I did care about, and it's like we could have done so much different things. We could genuinely. I don't even think this house would have been like existed if I had just proved that he was guilty. Like we could have been that duo for literally till finale, but because just I was wrong. He thought that I was stupid in the way I thought about it. I pushed him away and stuff. But it's just like I couldn't trust someone that was just gonna go behind my back and team with someone because realistically, you think of LE and it was me, Alray, Will, and Muggum. You already know it's just gonna be Will and Muggum at the end because they have stupid like game breakers, fucking crumbs or whatever the fuck. But it's like he just said that I had no drive, I had no ambition, that like Will was right about me, and that he couldn't trust me, and that what was the best for like the both of us is that we just weren't teamed. And then he proceeded to never team with anyone again. That could have been me team with him like for the rest of it, but no.
Yeah, I get that would hurt. I absolutely hate having that happen to me, mate. It's fair. I completely agree with you. But maybe that means that, like, you know, you and Alray had something great. You've told me about it before. And I'm not saying that you two weren't meant to team together or couldn't have made it till the end, but just like how Will's, what you perceive as a betrayal, impacted you this way, that's how it impacted Alray. And as much as you are entirely entitled to your feelings and emotions regarding that event, so is Alray. You don't have to agree with the guy, but it is true. And it led you to this. I know that Alray isn't here, and I know that it hurt like a bitch to get here, but Q, this is a pretty nice insight to have, man.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm not saying that.
don't-
Yeah, I'm not saying you're being a baby. You should stop crying. I'm trying to tell you that yes, life sucks and shit stings, and friends leaving you will always hurt. But as evident to everything I see before me, things will turn out okay.
I think if I'd stayed with Alray, I don't think I would have ever gone to like a meet like like Leslie, one Max. Even if he has his bad moments, fucking storms. I don't think anything would have happened. I don't know. Like, I don't think I would have met people that I care about if I had just stayed with that, which I think me and Alray are still on good terms. I think he's fine with me. I ended up fucking goddamn being his fucking like like benefactor, I guess, for his whole like fucking presidential campaign. And I think at least I'm glad that we're still friends. And I know why, like, I can't say, and genuinely
fine.
nobody knows about this.
Be
But
careful.
I know what he's
careful.
up to.
Yeah, don't.
Hmm.
Don't say it. I don't have to know.
I know that there's probably certain people around watching, even on streams, but I know what he's doing, and I support him on that.
That's
by all
good.
means.
I'm glad that you found a way to still perceive someone as a close friend without necessarily needing to be on a team with them.
But yeah.
Don't talk yourself short. Like as much as you don't enjoy particularly talking about what happened to you in the past, I mean, you've grown a lot, mate. Don't forget that.
That's honestly
You're a different person than you were 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Not always in the best
Fucking-
aspects, probably. Surely there's been some trauma, but I mean, again, I think you made it out pretty okay. I think you did well. You don't owe anyone else but yourself a happy ending, and by doing so, you granted it to probably at least 2 people, yourself and Silva. And I could not wish for a better person to be a nepo baby of than you and Silva. Like I was given everything. I was given a very warm environment to be around, and you two helped me get started with what I need to do, and here I am today, closer than ever to completing my own goal. So at least know that no matter what happened in the last year or 2 years, damn, it's been 2 years. No matter what happened in the last 2 years, you are still an inherently good person. And if you weren't, I would probably not be here anymore. You would have murked me day one and farmed my energy.
Fair point. I don't know. I still think that there are definitely some people like stuck in their own ways, but it's just about moving on from that kind of stuff
Yeah.
and just focusing on what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And I think I've got what makes me happy.
And that's all that matters.
Well, honest to God, this entire talk, I was on like fear that somehow Pookie still had a fucking stasis set for me, and that I was genuinely just gonna disappear out of thin air and just fall like thousands of blocks into the void. But then just genuinely, the one reason I feared that, not because I had to lose Ordis, but because then I would have to get into like another like 3-hour argument on how that's stupid that you just fucking admitted you used to get a pearl into the fucking. Oh, I hated those two. Anyways.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go talk to one more person before I'm done tonight. But it's Storm, so I advise you to maybe not accompany me. He wanted to talk to me about something. I don't know what it is.
Actually.
But before I go,
don't
did you see my house?
I did. You have a lot of storage in here.
Like look at like the entrance space is so
Yeah,
cool. Like look at
this.
that. Look at that.
It reminds me of stuff.
I also nicked some of your villagers. Like this is the most efficient way to do a village trading hall. I've yet to start trading with them, but yeah.
Good lord, this is a money SMP type shit. What's good,
Yeah.
Benji?
Benji is
Hi,
there? Oh, Benji's
buddy.
up there. Hi, Benji.
Hey, bro.
Bye,
But yeah, what were you gonna say when I said that I was gonna go talk?
you wouldn't mind letting me know when you're about to end stream, so there's a little feature
No, I
glitch.
can. I'll let
No,
you
this
know
is-
so
this-
I can rate you. I'll tell you when
Hell
I'm about to
yeah.
end. I'll talk
Just
to you
message me on
later.
Discord 'cause I'm
Q.
gonna log off.
Yeah.
Take care.
Fucking, what a guy, bro. What a guy. He doesn't even attempt to hide it anymore. I mean, does Benji really need to? Like, I've already said I'm okay with it. I don't really care if he eavesdrops on my conversations, but I've also told him, like, hey, if anybody spots you, I'm not gonna cover for you. It was a very insightful conversation with Will, though. There he is. Oh. Where do I meet you, boy? You choose. That would be a bit repetitive. I've done that before. What's a better spot? What is a better spot to talk to somebody about rebuilding themselves than the site of a destroyed village? Oh, Mugga Mampinity. Oh. Lord protect me. Am I the only one who's managed to notice something? Like, does Muggum, like, just typo everything he types? I don't think I've seen him, like, at least when he's, like, on the server or something, I don't think I've seen him produce a completely accurate sentence without any typing errors, like, in 2 years' time. It's just something I recently noted. Am I going the wrong way? Yo, I'm a failure. Oh my god. Am I? Wait, I need to hold up. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. I might be just going the wrong way entirely. I think I was. Yeah, I was. I'm genuinely a failure. Oh my god. Okay. Further proof that I am, in fact, an English major and have nothing to do with math. I mean, this works too, honestly. For fuck's sake, it doesn't, because people can't stop spawning withers. Fine, then we'll go to the village from Prague 4. Why not? I mean, I can't lie to Mug. It's a very efficient way in typing, because the English language is luckily designed in such a way. Well, accidentally, it wasn't a thing that they did on purpose, but it's designed in such a way that you can like jumble the words and still have a functioning sentence. Yeah, okay, very slick, you two. Anyway, you can still get a functioning sentence without having much accuracy to the actual words. Yeah, but that conversation with Will was very insightful. That was nice. I like that a lot. Insightful in what specific way? It's good to know that at times I still can be right about someone. Just by a hunch. Or like, a guess. Oh, wait, I'm close. It's that way. I'm almost there. And I mean, there's more to it, but that's just a quick, like... Oh, this is not even a... Oh, I thought this was the fucking Prague 4 town. Well, I'm a failure. It's fine. This works. I mean, unless I'm about to get slimed out. Nah, Storms wouldn't do that. It's more so the fact that that Will is, from what I've been able to gather, very much like predictable is definitely the wrong term. He's very similar to what I expected him to be. But that's good. That's refreshing. Like, there was no insane surprise. Like, to hear Leslie being somebody who was so down to earth was a bit of a shock because, you know, orbital strike cannon. To find out that Nem had such a rich history on the server and was managed to like kind of get himself freed from Dolphin's madness. Okay, I'm wording that wrongly. Like Dolphin's eternal mission, like that. Also very interesting. Didn't know that beforehand. Storm's very interesting person. I thought he was just crazy for power. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Sorry that I had you waiting for a while. I was in conversation, as I usually am. By the way, I picked this spot because I thought it was the Prague 4 village, but I don't know how to read a map. But it's still a cool site.
That's way over there.
Yeah, it's still a cool
There's
site.
someone here. It's Q.
That is Q, yeah. Be careful. People have taken an interest to eavesdropping on shit I do. Just a FYI.
I don't think it's Alright, so question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Benji eavesdropped on our first one?
Not in the moment. Afterwards I learned about that, yes.
Yeah, you wanna know something crazy?
What was up?
Literally 30 seconds after you left, I found him.
Oh, what?
He was invis inside the carrot field. I just pointed out his invis. You should have been able to see him the entire time.
I dead ass. I had no idea. He told me about it after the fact. I didn't know in the moment.
Weird. That's not important. I don't really care if people hear this one. So, all right. How I got heretic. You know what Ortis is, right?
Yes, that's the Q one.
That was mine.
Okay.
I killed Will, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have this problem where two things: people steal from me,
mm-hmm.
and I don't get what I rightfully deserve.
Right.
This is one of those cases.
Okay.
All right. It's the Prague event. We're hunting Mugham for an hour before the Honored One goes away, and they're not using their gems. Will and Mugham.
Mm-hmm.
Silva's going fucking crazy, but Will and Mugham aren't, and we don't know why, but we kind of just move on with it. Whatever. I get this absolutely devious combo on Will and kill him.
Yeah.
I'm talking literally crit, dash, leaves him on half a heart, I kill him through turtle.
Yeah.
Like,
just absolutely clear as shit.
Genuinely clipped him.
Yeah, clipped him. Yeah, clipped and shipped.
Okay. Right. Bad part is there's two other people standing around me. You.
Right.
One other person. Now, I don't end up getting Ortis.
Mm-hmm.
Q actually picks it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was my kill. I fought hard for that. I was able to stick Will. I died like 2 times in that fight. Like realistically, I should have gotten it and like just pick up prio. Just it chose Q.
Mm-hmm.
Q logged on before me.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, dude, I just worked my ass off for that.
Yeah.
I got the kill. Like literally everything went to me. And I get Oritus. And
Mhm.
Q is like saying no, no, no. And right, normally I understand that, especially with mythics like that. But it's just like it hurts when this is someone that like we weren't teamed. At this point we haven't been teamed in like a good bit. But
Yeah.
even still, like I thought the respect was there
Yeah, exactly.
to
yeah.
be like. So that happens. And so that happens. I do get Oritus though. Q drops me Oritus after literally I
okay.
have to beg him for like 3 minutes.
Okay.
And he's like, alright, after this fight you have to give this back to me. Don't know why, but whatever. I agree to it, because I personally don't care. Oritus wasn't my favorite gem. I liked Heretic way more.
Yeah, Heretic is the buzzsaw one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just fit my playstyle way more. I like that one infinitely more.
Is that the moment that Q got Oritus and why he has it now? Because did he lose it and then gain it again
You're gonna
later?
I'll explain that.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
worry.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So event passes, Mug'em wins, whatever. I'm
Mhm.
going over to Torch Blossom Island to one, give it a proper send off because or again, I guess, like one last meeting since the border was closing.
Yeah.
And two, give Q Oritus.
Mm-hmm.
Until Mug'em and Will hit me up and they're like, so we heard you want Heretic.
I see.
So I'm midway, like I'm literally like probably 2K out from TB Island. I'm essentially right there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going over to Torch Blossom Island to give Oritus to Q. And they're like, no, don't do that. So immediately, because why not? It's me. I can never just have a simple answer. I'm stuck into the position of choosing whether to get Heretic or favor Q.
Right.
Now see, Q didn't fucking favor me. I had to beg him for like 3 minutes and he would say no, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the gem on my kill, whatever. He did work for it too, so I don't like to bring this shit up much. But
I understand the underlying like feeling about it. That's yeah, I get it.
I go over to Mug'em and Will. And they're like, Storms, how much do you trust us?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we haven't been teams for a bit, but I like even now I still view Mug'em as my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just an unfortunate scenario, like what is being done through here. But still, view Mug'em as my friend. We're already in a cook spot. Like, if Mug'em and Will do get Ortis back, it's not going to change anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, all right, drop Ortis. I drop it, like literally no hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
They give me Heretic.
Yeah.
And then immediately say, by the way, this entire time, this is probably like 10 minutes past since like me and Q talked last about me giving him stuff.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes pass, he's spam messaging me, essentially. And I get Heretic. And I message him and I say, I'm sorry. Because
you cut out genuinely. You were sorry because you. Oh no. Storms, are you with me? Breathe. Blink twice if you need help. I think he might be. I think he said that I might be dying. Damn, there's a lot of mobs. Yeah, there he goes. All right, we'll wait till he comes back. It's fine. This happens, guys. This happens. Part of Minecraft. You've got internet issues at times. All good. Bum bum bum. Kenji, can you hold me up like Omni-Metal's fire cup when he wins the mission? Anything for you, you sign. That's such a specific ask. Why am I becoming the surrogate father figure of half the cast of the Bliss SMP? Like, Kancha, I love you. I just want you to hold me like a father would his son. Oh no. Oh no. Why do people call Muggum the Dark Particle? Chat, if you before Storms comes back, if you know, where did that nickname? Because I know about the Honored one and stuff, but I don't know where the Dark Particle came from. Where did that come from? Any Bliss heads in my chat? Nemviva? Well, did Nem just give him that nickname? I changed my mind. Webs are allowed, and I will also be giving away all mythics at spawn. I'm going to take my anger out on Kancha. What the fuck? The reason is Nem? Did Nem just give motherfucker that? Oh, wait. Oh, there he is. Perfect. Okay.
All right, that one's on me.
Yeah, you're all good, man. Don't even worry
I
about
just
it.
fucking muted. Yeah,
You
my
were
brother got
talking.
booted.
You were talking about how you. The last thing you said was, "I messaged Q. I am sorry," because you just dropped
Oh,
Oritus to
Okay.
to
Yeah,
Ellie.
bet. So I messaged Q, I'm sorry, because I genuinely felt bad. Because I did tell him I was going to give it back.
Mhm.
And then I questioned Muggum and Will before they like walk away, since we're like friends. They're not fighting me. They just gave me Heretic. And I figure out that Ortiz is going to Silva.
Right.
It's going to Q anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, at that point, like a lot of my like sadness about it was kind of dispelled. Like I didn't really mind. It was going back
because
to
it
him
worked
anyway,
out, right?
and we
Yeah.
just got Heretic out of
Mhm.
that. So obviously, like, I guess looking back, sure. At the same, like, I understand like why he was upset, but this upset is fucking stupid. Okay,
Mhm.
I have a spawn point on this server at this time with a stash, no, 2 stashes. Okay, within
Mhm.
that spawn point. Not only did he leak that spawn point to Nezo and Nem,
Oh, he talks about this. The stashes.
he griefed my entire stashes and stole like 25 shulkers from me, essentially.
Right. What I was told about the stashes from him was that
He
like
gave me shulkers back, so I can't get entirely mad at that. But like, sure,
Mm-hmm.
I gave something away that sure I did promise to give back to you, but I put in work for that too.
Yeah.
It like, and I got the kill. You just got pickup Ryo.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I understand being mad about that, but you just jeopardized my gem completely.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have ever died by Nezo and them, I was done.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, Q knows. Fuck. There's one more thing I forgot to tell you.
That's okay.
Beginning of the server, 1 week in. I think this was the fastest gem break on the entirety of Bliss.
Oh.
Beginning of the server, I fight Muggum and Will. I fight LE with Dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
Not familiar. Fight LE with Dolphin,
Yeah.
and Dolphin kills Muggum. We have 2 maces now in the netherite leggings.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to my base. Muggum's in my base, and then I get 2v1'd by Will and Muggum, and I die. Fair enough. I had my spawn set in my base.
And then they
So-
gem break you.
They do gem break me,
Mm-hmm.
but not before talking to me first.
Okay.
They trap my bed in Obby, and while naked, having no energy, essentially, I think I'm on like ruined.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to them. Hold on, what's that? Fucking cuck is being performative. Okay. I'm talking to them, and it made me kind of there's 2 things. It set me down a path Which I think I told you last time that my path was set around like certain points, but this is definite. Like this is something I came to realize on that island as well.
Mm-hmm.
It set me down the path that I was on. I'm not going to say currently. I'm going to say was, because again, I'll explain that.
Mm-hmm.
Was on. Because during that talk, me and Muggum kind of realized that the same thing that was happening to me right there happened to him in the past.
Right.
Like almost the exact same thing.
Like his gym being broken.
Surrounded by
Being
everyone
shot.
at spawn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When that hit me, and then I go back, and I'm on a broken gem. Nezo sacrifices 3 energy. Q sacrifices, I think, 1. And then Nem also sacrifices 1. Like, when I get my gem back the next weekend, like, the only thing I can think of is going after Muggum again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I did. Until Nem and Whatmax were at my base, and it literally, like, surefire looked like they were going to jump me.
Right.
I acted in defense, fought both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going to die. Which is something that I hate to admit, because, whatever. Was going to die. And then, all of a sudden, the dark particle himself fucking slash messages me. Slash messages me. Yeah, if you need to get out, I got you.
I see.
That's how TE started, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever mentioned that. Now, let this be said, this was fully my fault. Like, I don't know if there was any other bases on the way. Like, this is an argument that we still have today. But
Mhm.
if there wasn't, like, fair. I swear there was, but now that I think back, like, I think the Will base was griefed at this point. So it very well makes sense that my base, the 10k away from spawn base, they won with, I think they were claiming it was Unbreaking 3 that they needed.
Right.
So it's just like, I was in the end up until the point of they were in my base.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, and yeah, I was in the end, spawned through. I see their name tags, insta crouch, and it looked like from their name tags they recognized me.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. You have 2 people inside of a base that I just got spawn trapped at a week ago.
Yeah. Like obviously
then,
you'll become
Like,
paranoid.
I'm acting in pure defense.
Yeah.
And then I realized, damn, this would be boring as shit if I don't fucking do something. Like, if I just run away, sure, like, I'll get out. But where's the fun in that?
Right.
So I just go run it down. I think I made up some, like, bullshit, like, excuse, like, to believe in destiny. Which, I think I told you about with, like, the Muggum, like, karma shit.
Yeah.
It's the same boat. Like, if karma existed, I would have had it a while ago. Like, that was in the same talk, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, so I just kind of, like, I made that my, like, performative bit for a bit, where I was just, like, telling people if they believed in destiny, and no matter what they answer, if they said yes or no, I was jumping them anyway, just because I wanted energy.
Right.
Like, that was my validation, because I'm not gonna lie, for a bit before that, I was playing on servers where you needed reasoning to go fight people. So I was just like, all right, if I just give a bullshit reasoning,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
exactly.
trying to make up a reason, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was, I'd say, where everything started going into this direction of, I guess, like, status corruption, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because Silva told me a little bit about that. If you ended up seeing the blocks at my base, I think it was an obsidian, a moss, and a stone that were all on a line next to the Silva 10. Because I talked to
Yeah, I
both Q
did
and the
know.
Silva.
I did know that. I was walking around it with Benji like 3 days ago.
All right. It was me explaining to Silva because Silva was coming to me and being like, "All right, well, I'm on risk of relapse and blah 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 blah, but like I'm so close to being free." And I was like, "Okay." Here I like explained it to him. I was like, "All right, here's the spectrum of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian's me, stone is Q, and then the moss is Silva."
Right. Because Silva is a little bit more like you than he is like you.
And because of that, the reason I always felt like I could understand Silva more than Q is because his block comes before Q's.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I have very limited knowledge of what the fuck you're doing. I've heard that you have like holograms or some bullshit. Whatever. I have very limited knowledge. I have only what has been told to me.
Yeah. Well, Silva is the only one who it has been told to, so there's a reason for that.
What I can say though is now, and I mean it, like right now,
Mm-hmm.
the descriptions that you have, I think it was like megalomaniac and god complex.
Yeah.
Obviously, I cannot say to delete them. That is your opinion of me. I'm assuming those are notes. That's up to my guess. Those are notes.
I can explain in more detail what they are, but first continue.
I have made it. It's not a giant goal of mine. It's not going to take over my life. But I'm alone. I don't got teammates.
Right.
I have nothing to prove to no one.
Yeah.
So, I wanted a bit of purpose past that island. I wanted to do something. And there's two things that I've realized. I want to, well, I guess three. I want to continue building up that island. I've been working on a house there. Like, I have another one that needs to be built. I want to continue working on that island as a passion project.
Yeah. Like you mentioned to me, you're not stuck in the past, but you're not going to forget about it either.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I want to provide a form of protection for myself, whether that is traps around that island, traps around the server where I know I can get a guaranteed kill,
Mm-hmm.
where if I need it, or if I need to get a mythic again. Doesn't
Okay.
inherently have to be Heretic, doesn't inherently have to be Oritus. Both of those at one point were mine. However, I don't really care for them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point of having power like that. I don't need power to be protected.
I would agree with you.
Third, I am going to, like I said, this isn't my main. There's a reason it's at 3. For as long as I can, live and breathe to completely prove your notes wrong.
Okay.
There is nothing better to me than watching a researcher watch their research completely crumble in front of their eyes. You have done nothing but take notes on me. You invited me for conversations. I engage in them.
Yeah.
Sure. But I mean this. I don't like when a researcher gets a little too close.
Okay.
You stumbled a little too close. And you know what that did? That farmed a bingy, unhealthy obsession with me. That I'm now going into complete paranoia wherever I am, assuming that he's near or listening. Every word I say needs to be monitored now, because no matter where I am, I'm always being watched. Whether it's by you or it's by Benji.
Well,
You put me back on the map, whether you liked it or not.
that
And
I agree with.
unfortunately, and very unfortunately, that jeopardizes protection. The only way to be truly protected is if A, you're not there, or B, you're strong enough to get rid of it. However, I am now currently going through my own process to find a C. Not an AB, a C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to fight you. However,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
it would be a like I'm not even gonna like sit here and say it would be a fucking cakewalk to kill you. I'm not gonna say anything like that. One, Q's probably on standby pretty close by. Whether you know it or not, he probably is. And plus, one message out would just immediately have a good amount of people running to your side. I don't want to kill you. I want to watch you struggle to try and adapt your notes towards me. Because, sure, you might be a part of this very large company far, far away. I don't care about that because you are here in front of me. There's no company here. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to give you elaborate research on me from outside of this server. Because believe it or not, Concha, you will never be able to fully understand me unless you have gone through what I've gone through. And you haven't.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you, Storms.
You don't need to tell me anything. That's the beauty of this. Now you can't trust me. Every word past this point could be a lie. You
Very
have
true.
no idea of knowing what the truth is now. Not for me, at least.
This is
I'm
true.
back on the map. Don't get me wrong. I'm back. I'm fully ready to fight people if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer a war between morals and ideals. Because, you know what? You might be that far lore boy away, but I think for lack of better terms, I think it's time for a new lore boy to step up and take that mantle.
I see.
I just want to see if you can keep up. Games have changed, old
Interesting.
man.
Well, by all means, go ahead. I have no animosity towards you. I have no interest in observing your every move or trying to act like I fully understand you.
Oh, you think oh. See, do I save some? Man, I find it so funny to believe that you think Silva and Q are telling you 100% of the truth.
If you think that's the
You
case,
can't-
Storms, if you think that is
You
the
cannot
case,
back back every one of their decisions without understanding their emotions.
I'm fully
And
well
the thing
aware.
about you is you definitely say you do, but you don't. You haven't gone through that. You haven't been through that. Do you know how many talks I had to have with Q about the Prophet? You know how many times I had to watch Silva run away? You know how many times I almost killed myself in game?
I
You know
was
how many
told
times
about
that shit happens?
Yeah. I know your history with not just them, but the server in general is very extensive. That needs no proving.
All right. Then let me give you a little piece. I mean it, a little piece. I'll feed you a little bit of cake, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
When Silva broke his own gem due to the Brotherhood contract,
Mm-hmm.
and then got it called back on him anyway, and still had to go revive his gem,
Yeah.
I did nothing, and I mean it, nothing but blame him. I knew about that Brotherhood contract from day one. He told me on day one.
Mm-hmm.
I could have broken it at any moment. But instead, I decided to go out of my way, and I mean it, go out of my way to jeopardize myself to protect him. I have no animosity toward Silva. So, everything that I say, sure, I blamed him, but I wasn't inherently mad at him. Now, Quackidus, that two-faced son of a bitch, that is the person that I can be the most mad at. There is only so much care you can put into a person before care just stops fucking working.
I agree.
Nothing else to say. Like, there's no more, I'm sorry, there's no more after the fact, after the fact, I wish I could have been, there's none of that. There's none of that towards me to him, and there's none of that towards me to him. Or, well, other way, him to me.
Yeah.
There is none of that. Because so many people, and I mean it, so many people are just like, he doesn't need teammates. He needs friends. He needs a support group. He needs to talk more. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. No, you don't know what I need to do. Because what I need to do is have someone to stand by me, and guess what I don't have?
Storms.
I think you'll realize that this cycle of corruption might work on other people in Bliss, but I've been corrupted way before this.
Mate. I'm trying to find the right words.
There isn't.
I
Quackidus tried.
disagree.
He had a whole room.
You said it yourself. We don't have the history Q has, and besides, before you gave me what you refer to as a slice of cake regarding information on your history with and your relation to Q and Silva, you said that I couldn't trust a word that came out of your mouth anymore, mate.
That's the point.
Storm,
You have no idea if I'm telling the truth or not.
No, I
That is
don't.
what is so beautiful about this.
But who are you?
Because-
What are you proving here? To who?
To myself.
But why do you need that?
Why don't I need that?
What makes my very little and unimportant analysis of a person who I barely know so important to you?
Because on this server, I love how you said I was addicted to protection because it's slightly true. But I think some people forget that the purest way of protection is just by being feared. And even if you don't fear me on a PvP side, that's fine. But I just want you to go into every talk wondering if I'm telling the truth. I want the slightest, tiniest bit in your mind to just worry.
Storms,
You've been running it through. You've been doing tests on Silva.
I haven't done anything on Silva yet.
That's not true.
It is.
Yet. One, yet. And two, even if that is true, it's not to him.
Well, then he should have told me that.
Ever think that maybe you're not the most talkable person in the world?
My history in the last 2 weeks definitely begs to differ, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Shouldn't have said talkable. It's not the right term. I don't know. Something that stuck out to me last time that we spoke is you said I was so welcoming. And I wondered, I really wondered why. And it is sheerly, and I mean it sheerly, because I completely abandoned what made me me. When I joined the server, I had Q. Q was the one that told me to build trust. Don't just trust people. And then I lost that. I started just trusting people, just blindly. No reason not to. I trusted you with all of that information on me. And needless to say, it felt like a little bit of an insulting matter to have you go to two of, I guess I should say, my former best friends and completely insult me to their faces and not
Why
even
is
be
it-
told?
Why is it insulting to you?
You're telling me that if you got told, Concha, that you have a god complex and that you are a fucking megalomaniac, that it wouldn't be insulting? And
To me,
not
it
only that,
screams
not only
someone
that,
that wants help, not someone that should be considered
I don't need
insulted.
help.
I
I don't need
severely
help.
disagree with you.
Well, no shit. I wonder why. But the thing is, Concha, even if you're right, even if I do need help, what do you what type of help do you think I need?
I'm not a therapist. That's not what I was
Don't
sent
need
here
you
for.
to be.
Well, I'm not, and that's not what I was sent here for.
I don't need you to be, like
I
I
don't-
said.
Okay, I'm not letting you get the rise out of me. Listen,
Don't need to.
Storms, I'm not going to participate in a game or a mental warfare where you try to
What's
prove
wrong?
something where no, let me finish
stuttering.
speaking. Let me finish speaking. I let
You're
you
worried.
finish. I'm worried for you. I don't even know you. I barely know who you are, and I'm worried about you.
I got a question. This is like scientific shit, right? But if one of your samples, like say you're testing a certain, I don't know, certain substance, and you're comparing it to two, I guess, two other substances. If one of those gets contaminated, is your original sample still valid?
That's a ship of Theseus question, mate. You can argue about
On
that
God,
for.
no one knows what that means.
What I'm trying to say with it is that you can argue about that forever. There's people that will say yes, it is contaminated, and thus you can't use it anymore. And there's people that will say no, this is a new evolved stage of your original sample, and you can use it to do more tests. It's an argument that you won't ever solve. There's two permanent sides. No one will ever 100% agree with one another on that.
Huh. I kind of like both of those answers.
Well, you'd be one of the first. At least when it comes to the people that I work with.
I mean, that just means that A, your sample still cannot be used at all. And B, that just means that something's changing. And as long as something changes, then the cycle is not the same, is it?
It depends on how large of a part of the cycle it is. To me, at least. Again, it's personal interpretation, Storms. I'm not disagreeing with you. But I'm also not saying you're right. I don't... Listen, I get it, right? I get it, sure. I'm not gonna... If you would just let me finish a singular sentence, is that I don't want to partake or actively be a part of a quest that is going to be your downfall somehow or negatively impact you. I want no part in that.
How do I say this? I think that the way of saying it is we all don't get what we want. I mean, did you think that me or Silva wanted our gems to break? Did you think that Silva and me, like, it's so interesting to me how you relate Silva to both me and Q in some way, but it's just, you go down the list of similarities, and yeah, sure, there's some things that are different. There is differences between me and Silva, but there's so many things that are the same. I mean, like, I've been here for a shorter amount of time. You said it, I'm running the race faster than other people. I'm going to that light at the end of the tunnel, and at one point, sure, I'll be alone. But then I'll lap them. And then I'll lap them again, as I continue to reach a conclusion that's not satisfactory. And do you think I want to live with that?
I don't know what to think because I can't believe a word you're telling me.
And the game already begun, and you just completely signed up for it.
There's no game, Storms. I'm not
There
playing
is a
any...
game. I mean, I'm playing a game right now.
I'm not going to be a bystander in your...
If I can continue to give either you or other people skewed results about me, then there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that Benji or anyone else eavesdropping can say.
But I don't need any more results on you. It's an observation. It is a personal interpretation of a limited perspective on a person. That's all that it is.
Continue to miss the point. I messaged you earlier. Only reason I'm he is back online. Whatever. I don't think he's here. You continue to miss the point, and I mean it. You continue to miss the mark. It's like throwing darts, and you're missing the fucking board entirely. As much as I was just saying it was for you, it's not. Think about what I said earlier. I said I need some form of protection. And I can't protect myself in PvP as a one versus many. But I can protect myself with my words. Only reason I'm trying to prove your shit wrong is because that will keep giving me skewed results towards other people. I don't need you to know me. I just need to keep saying bullshit so everyone else is wrong. If everyone else is wrong, you know, the only person that's right is me because I'm the only one that knows the actual truth.
No, I understand what you're saying. I do. But my research... Silva was never supposed to talk to you about any of this.
He did. And like I said, again, I don't need you to know me. You're just a... How do I say this? You're a cog.
Yeah, I
in
know.
a very large
I know.
wheel. So, obviously, I'm going to go after the most readily accessible cog. We're all cogs inside this fucking server.
Well, I'm a cog in a different machine, thank you very much, but...
You're on the server now.
Yes, I am. As long as I'm here, you are right. But I definitely know something about being a small part in a really big machine. That's why I don't have a name. That's why I have a number.
I mean, I'm seeing Concha right above your head. That seems like a name to me.
I'm not even gonna get into it with you. There's no point. Why
not? Let's talk. Come on.
No, I'm done talking to you. I don't want to be a part in your downfall. I don't. I want to sleep at night.
I mean, seems pretty easy to me.
That's the problem.
How is sleeping a problem?
No, it's the fact that it's easy to you. That's the issue.
Who the fuck said it was easy? You can sleep at night and it can be hard.
Goodbye, Storms.
Have fun.
Silva, I could fucking kill you. I'm not supposed to be anyone of consequence. I'm supposed to be a fucking bystander. Oh, for the love of God. Can the Dark Particle clean up his own fucking server, or do other people have to do that for him? God damn it, I'm not supposed to have any consequences. He should have just killed me. That would have been the better outcome there. Becoming a psychopath and killing me, because then at least he could be stopped. If he doesn't do anything wrong, there's no one stopping him. I know that the game is large. I'm just gonna ignore him. Like, I get it, he's just trying to bait me, but he genuinely doesn't know who he's talking to. Poor Q expected a raid, and then that conversation lasted forever. No, okay. Fucking knobheads. Obviously, when I'm in a world, I'm gonna have some form of consequences, but there is a difference between having consequences and being a person of consequence. Up until this point, I was not important. I did not matter at all. I could have died and it would have changed nothing. But Silva had to go tattletale. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't tell the HCC if they know I matter. I'm gonna be in so much fucking trouble. Oh, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I don't know what to do.
Boo.
What? This is not the time.
Bro, what do you mean? It's the
Dude,
perfect time.
I'm gonna be in so much fucking trouble.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate for you. But, like, you just helped me so much. Thank
That's
you, bro.
great, Benji. I'm very happy for you. What is it you want with Storms? Why do you want me to drive him insane?
Oh, well, I didn't intend for you to do that. But, I mean, it is really funny. And now you're kind of, like, panicking. I mean, you just said you're going to be in trouble.
Yes, well, if the HEC finds out, they'll be in trouble. That's the problem. I can't be
Hopefully
of
they do,
I
bro.
can't be of consequence, Benji. I can't matter.
Oh.
My
Unfortunate, bro.
gem breaking is supposed to be a non-issue, right? Me being farmed till to zero energy is supposed to be literally no one's problem.
Okay, well, I think you already, like, made the mistake of going to Quack. Like, even if the storm stuff didn't happen.
Well, that
think
wasn't
they care
exactly
enough
my
about you.
choosing. Fuck. What is? Are you just here to laugh at me? Is that it?
Yeah, kind of. I thought he was going to kill you there.
I would not have cared if he did.
Yeah, it was kind of... was worried for you, bro. Well, not really, but... I don't know. I was debating on if I...
The problem is, if I were to be killed by him, and then Silva and Q were to act out because of that, then there would have been a problem.
Yeah. He's back, bro. Oh my god, I love you, Concha.
I'm not entirely sure what I feel about you right now.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. You can feel whatever way you want.
I know you
You're
don't
entitled to your
care.
opinion.
Yeah, I know. We've had our conversation.
Cheer up, bro.
I'll think about it. That's it. You just came. You genuinely just came here to taunt me, and you're leaving now. Be careful, there's a creeper
Well,
behind you. Don't blow
you
up the
clearly
wall.
don't want me to talk to you. Like, what else do you want me to say? I had a little talk with Storms right after you left. Told me where you went. I decided to follow.
I mean, at this point, I'm always expecting you to be my shadow. I don't care about you following me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's unexpected.
I have to figure a way out of this. Why does he care? I mean, I get it. He explained it to me 3 times over. Whether or not that was even true, I don't even care why he cares. I'm just upset that he does. You don't give a shit what people think about you.
Most people.
Well, fine, sure, most people, whatever. Why does Storms care? Why does he care what I
That's
think?
how he is.
I'm a fucking F tier, bro. Like he could fold me over like 15 times if he wanted to.
Is Q coming over here?
I don't know. Not that I asked them to. If they are, then it's just because it's his house. I don't know.
Interesting.
But it's been I've been here for too long. It's been 3 hours. I'm about to call it. So
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be taunting me in many more visions in the future.
No, I have no reason to do that. I think you've served your purpose.
I'm not done yet. Goodbye, Benji. Silence. Yeah, I served his purpose. Yeah. I didn't even intend to. Why not have some fun in your trouble? You don't understand what just happened. Thank you for the tier 1 anonymous gifter. How do you get out of this one? God, if I fucking... Trust me, if there was a manual for this, I would have already followed it. I don't know. I don't know. I should just leave. I should just cancel upload and just never come back. But I can't. I cannot do that. Because I owe Silva and Q so much more, and I am not done yet. I don't want to be part in anyone's fucking game. Just leave me the hell alone. If Silva... Oh, it's not his fault. It's my fault. Don't blame Silva. You showed him that. Don't start getting no fucking feelings of almightiness now. There's no point. Don't let the corruption get to you. It's your fault. You did this. You showed Silva more than he should see. I don't... Silence is nice. Okay. It's been enough. I'll message Q. Thank you for the follow. Sounds so fucking stupid saying shit like that. I'll have to sleep over this. I'll see what I do. Keep moving forward. Yeah, but I just don't want to be... I don't want to cause Storms any trouble. The guy's been through enough. I don't want to add to that. I don't. I don't know what to do yet. I'll figure this out. I always do. I can get Saturn's opinion if I really need to. I don't even know if I should tell Silva or Q any of this. It'll just become worse. Yeah. Is Q still on the server? Yes. Are you still want to go live? I can raid you now. I don't know if Q's still going to stream though, because that conversation took quite a bit. I don't blame Storms. We didn't say it would be a small one. Oh, she's live? Oh. Lol. On the way. Alright. I didn't see the notification. I was waiting for it. Okay. We are going to figure this out, one way or the other. I'm going to find a way to complete my goals, to help Q and Silva, and to not push Storms over the edge. I will refuse to partake in any bullshit he puts up. I don't care. I'll find a way. I don't want to... I'll leave no mark. I just have to make sure that I don't lose sight of anything by trying to not... Fuck, this is gonna take forever.